Comments. Today is January 8, 2026, and the current time is 8:19 p.m. Due to recent events, the Institute has increased the dental benefit provided to all comrades to total coverage to ensure all comrades have healthy mouths. It makes zero sense to the Institute that oral health is not treated on the same level as overall medical health in the insurance industry, and this is our way of rectifying such travesties. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
So guess what? I am scheduled to have all 4 of my wisdom teeth ripped out next Wednesday. They're going to put me under, so I'm going to be knocked out for the entire procedure. Because if I don't do this, they're not going to be able to fix this ridiculous cavity I have in my tooth. Fun times. I am very, very curious to see how it's going to pan out, since I've never ever been like under total IV sedation. So thankfully, it's on a Friday. So I'm sure I'll be back to normal by Monday rolls around. So that'll be fine. I almost considered doing it tomorrow, but I was like, I already have something scheduled tomorrow, so I didn't want to do it. So next week it is. Although maybe I should just done it tomorrow instead, but it might be a little late for that. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Hello, comrade Zingo and Ranu and Funbound and Havel and Ray, who was here first, and Infidave. How are all of you doing on this fine evening? Yeah, here's just, you just count to 5, you go to sleep, you wake up, and then your mouth is just gonna suck for the next like 2 days. I had some people say, oh, you should just do it like one side at a time, but if you've seen my teeth, I saw the x-rays. If I don't get it all done now, it's gonna suck later. So it's just way easier to do it now rather than wait longer, if that makes any sense. Anyways, welcome to the weird map game that I know some people are sick of watching, but I like playing this, so we're playing the map game. It was either going to be this or Factorio, and if I was doing Factorio, we were going to do Death World one-shot special, and that would have been like absolutely pain and suffering, to the point where I would be like so hyper-focused on the game you would not even see. It would be difficult for me to respond to chat. So that's why we're doing this. Anesthesia doesn't work on you if you do wake up for wisdom teeth. Don't be scared by the noises. Oh, trust me, I'm just gonna... They said it's only like a 45-minute thing. They're just gonna pull it out, break it out, and whatever they gotta do to pull it out. So it'll be fine. Welcome to the map painter, HOI4. Except I have this cool mod installed. Except I can't get out of the screen for some reason. The mod I've pinned is called Vatican Empire. And basically it adds the Vatican City as a playable nation with a entire focus tree that apparently is composed of 360 different focuses, depending on which, you know, in total, which is absolutely insane to me. So if you don't know what the Vatican City is for whatever reason, I will give you a bit of historical context. The Vatican City is essentially the seat of the Roman Catholic Church. It's located in Rome, Italy, which it was pretty interesting at the time because obviously Italy was on the fascist side, the Axis powers of World War II, and so the papacy had a very fine line to walk in order to not be, you know, destroyed by the fact that they're completely surrounded by Mussolini, but also trying to you know, maintain their, like, I guess they're trying to maintain like their general neutrality and help out victims of the war while also not overtly saying like, hey, this is, you know, like declaring for one side or the other. It's a very interesting scenario at the time. Pope Pius, I can't remember the number. I don't think it's not Pius 11. 11 was the one at the beginning of 39, and I think he dies, or they pick a new pope in March of 39. So basically we will get to choose, we get to alter history because we will get to choose who the actual pope is. So this is Pope Pius XI, and here we'll just read the little blurb here. In the small state of the Vatican, the heart of the Catholic Church, the past 3 years since 1933, when Hitler came to power, have passed under the leadership of Pope Pius XI. The Vatican maintains neutrality and spiritual stability in times of global change and tension, seeking to preserve divine wisdom amid turmoil. But storm clouds are gathering. Mussolini's drawn-out war in Ethiopia is stirring unrest across Italy, and the Pope may choose to take advantage of it, Or preserve neutrality. So basically, the whole point of this mod is that we are going to be absolutely not being neutral, and we are going to unga bunga our way into becoming total control of Italy as the Pope, and then we will partake in World War II as the Pope with all the powers that the Roman Catholic Church has at its disposal. Which I do want to visit the Vatican City one day. I think it'd be very interesting as a historical site and a religious site as well to go visit and see what's going on over there at the Pope's mansion, you know, St. Peter's Basilica and all that. So essentially, you might have noticed, yeah, Italy's still here, and they still have their, you know, their usual focus trees and whatnot that came from the DLC. But you know what we get? We get right here. We get this one singular group of Swiss guards, a whole a whole 100 soldiers holding the line in the actually it's like 20, or I don't know, it's like a whole 100 manpower holding the line right here. Isn't that great? Although they are considered veterans, which is really interesting. So the only mods I'm using are 10 support companies and this mod here, and we'll see how this pans out. Okay, so now, by the way, in case you're wondering, the church is also known as the Holy See. I know a lot about the Catholic Church. So, basically, we have to now figure out what we're going to do. So we're just going to do the 7-day focus, which will get us some political power, and then we'll start to figure out what we're going to do. We also only get 1 research slot, and we're also heavily penalized because we're not exactly a research-heavy focused nation. We are literally a church. So you might notice research speed -75% because we're a microstate. In fact, we have all these penalties. The center of Catholicism means we gain bonus political power, party popularity, stability, and improved relations. And a microstate, however, kills our political power gain, more support, research speed, and resources to market. Because what resources? We don't have anything. We're literally just, we're here. Look, even researching guns takes 549 days. That's how bad it is. And then I guess we could try to build a factory with our 0 factories that we have available, with no room to put any factories down. So that's fun too. So basically everything's going to be focus centric for, I believe, the first part of this run. Anyways, how have all you been? I got to go to the dentist tomorrow actually, because they have to do a general dental exam, which I have been overdue for nearly 3 years now. So that'll be... Let me move myself a little bit. I think this is fine. So that'll be exciting, and by exciting, I mean absolutely painful. Slack. I am a slacker. You're so right. So true, Oomphy. The Vatican is a state located in Rome. It's the center of the Roman Catholic Church, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's about 500 residents in here, which is not very much, and we're just trying to hold small in size and great in significance. What's wrong, Oomphy Ray? Aren't you? You're Oomphy too. Everyone here is Oomphy, right? I need to stop saying that word. That word is like such a... I hate that term so much. Okay, basically these events are just giving history of like how the Vatican City came to be. Basically, it was created in 1929 as part of a discussion with the Italian government so that the church can have its own independent area. Because you have to remember, for the longest time, the papacy was kind of its own independent state, like nation state. And they control a decent portion of Italy, but after Italian reunification, you know, which happens in Victoria 3, then they're their own country. All right. Age of the P left the church legacy of conservatism, steadfastness, adversity. We'll continue this course, fortifying the spiritual foundation of Catholicism and preparing the Holy See for new challenges. All right, so basically another 7-day focus where we just sit here and wait for things to happen. I am not turning into a Gen Alpha. Is there like another... Is the new generation after Gen Alpha started yet? Isn't there like another one? Isn't there like a Gen Beta? Yeah, so Generation Alpha was from 2000... Oh my gosh, actually, yeah, 2016 or 2026 is the beginning of the Generation Beta. Generation Beta's children born between 2025 and 2039. Oh my goodness, we are in the we're in the new era. Gen Beta. That's gonna be that's an awful name. All right. Okay, so basically this is just more lore about the Vaticans. Basically, there were 6 popes that were named Pope Pius, and all the different things that they were doing at the time in history, blah blah blah. That's fine. I don't think anyone here cares about it. The fascist regime in Rome has usurped our throne and desecrated the heart of Catholicism. Operation Hunt the Eagle must restore the Holy See to its rightful owner. We will gather supporters, build an underground network, and strike when they're most valuable. I don't remember if I ever asked for the star, but that's actually kind of interesting. I don't think so. I don't think I ever asked for it, but that's kind of cool, actually. Is it possible to give the star version like a... Oh, maybe it was a commissar version. Yeah, if you can add it as a second item and maybe give it like some small buff to I don't know, some kind of stat that I can't think of off the top of my head because I'm in HOI4 brain mode and not in Rimworld brain mode. Social impact, yes, thank you. That'd be perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Also, hello Xanth. Yes, Papyrus Undertale. The Pope is Papyrus. Because apparently that's if anyone's brain rotted, you're probably the most brain rotted, Xanth, not me. So if Ray ever starts telling me I'm brain rotted, I'm just gonna point to you instead. Yeah, I think social impact would be perfect. I can't wait to do Necrograd. I don't think we're doing Necrograd next week. Unless for some reason you have everything ready, we'll probably just do Necrograd the week after, and I might do a one-shot Ice Sheet special and just see if I can actually do Ice Sheet. I probably cannot. I'm probably doomed. Hold on 1 second. Oh shoot, I didn't mute my microphone. I thought I muted my microphone. No one heard that, right? I'm gonna hope no one heard that. Yeah, don't worry. It was, don't worry about it. It's all fine. Alright, we are getting ready to hunt the eagle, also hunt down Mussolini. So we have two choices here. We can exploit ideological divisions and try to force Mussolini into an armistice, undermining fascist power in Italy, or we could try to force a bolder path, inspiring the people to a swift uprising against Mussolini himself. This is apparently a much more challenging route, but that sounds more fun. And then we'll need to also recruit collaborators and poach Italian generals. So we'll need to do these at the same... So basically we have to now pick and choose. Do we want to go a more easy path, or do we want to go for a more difficult path? Why is he called Mussolini? Well, maybe it's pronounced differently in this timeline. It's called Mussolini. Alright, let's choose the rapid revolution path. We will pull the might of all Catholicism and usurp the Duce's power. Also, we're gonna take this. I think we're actually gonna hold our political power for a little bit because I think I'm gonna need it for generals and stuff. So we're gonna wait for just a little bit. You know what's so funny? I don't know what it is, but apparently, like, using the term Duce is not nearly as bad as using the, like, calling yourself a Führer or whatever, because I watched Girls on the Panzer. For some reason, there's a character named, God, what was her name? Anchovy. And everyone just calls her Duce constantly. She's like, Duce, Duce. I'm like, does Duce not have the same negative connotations in, I guess, that the other term has? I don't know anymore. Rome hosted a major demonstration of the Pope's supporters, drawing throngs eager to show loyalty to the Holy See. Participants voiced support for the pontiff and called for the restoration of the Vatican's historic status. Cool, we are getting ready. So we get... Okay, so we have a new meter to track known as the uprising support. We will get invaded if support falls below -15, but we have to basically run these to keep getting more and more support. So we will do the speech of the Pope. We will we'll let that run for a little bit. Let's do this other one too. Persuade the priests. Propaganda among the Italians. Bribe the officials. All right. Stoke northern separatism by inflaming separatist sentiments in the north. Conspiracy among the clergy. Oh, this sounds fun. The clergy of Italy have influence over the hearts of millions of believers. Through the sermons and word of God, we will turn faith into a weapon against fascism. Is it Stoke? Did I add an R? Sometimes I read too fast for my own eyes, I guess is the best way to describe it. Very tragic. Or maybe we are stroking the flames. Stroking it gently, caressing the flames of rebellion, as some would say. Okay, support has decreased because the fascists are doing counter-propaganda, which is a little annoying, but we'll have to work around that. I'm not stroking Il Duce, please, no. That sounds really bad out of context. I think even in context it sounds really bad too. Okay, we just gotta get this, like, really high. Just gotta get this, we need to fulfill the will of God, apparently, by increasing this number. Hopefully the religious overtones of this mod aren't too obnoxious. Hopefully it's not bothering anyone. Okay. We need to do all 4 of these. Propaganda among the faithful. Basically just really get people riled up. Oh my gosh, there's a lot here. Basically the event is saying people, let's see here. Okay, people are questioning the new premier's militarist path. Okay, so they're starting to question Mussolini because the sermons that are being provided to by the local religious leaders, and also in the papers. So our support's going up. Let's increase it again. Propaganda amongst the Italians. The Italianos need more support. We must counter the fascisti propaganda. We will talk like a true Italian and talk about all the delicious pizza pepperoni using to take over all. We're going to defeat the Il Duce with the power of spaghetti. I don't know. I think I hold out for bribe officials and then organize cells among religious zealots. Abruzzo and Lazio become demilitarized zones. All right, excellent. What do you mean you don't like my beautiful Italian accent? Even though I've never been to Italy myself, and I only know Italian things through through memes and stereotypes, like how they all talk like this and they pinch their fingers when they talk. Hey, quick, hi, Ryuji, because you guys for the news mod is finally done. Beta release. Okay, I'll probably try it on my personal time if I have because I think I'll have some time tomorrow. Well, Pacific time would be. I'll try it on Saturday. But good to know, Ryuji. I'm glad to see that your mod is going well. All right. Some of these lines go hard. Thus the sheep realize they are sheep is a pretty banger line. All right. This suddenly reminds me of, like, what's it called? Trench Crusade, which I have never actually still gotten to play in person. I have the figures. I don't need to paint them to play, but I don't think I've been able to find, like, a group in my area to play Trench Crusade, and it's a little sad. I think my LGS was trying to get it going, but it was only on a day that's like Thursday or something like that, and I'm like, I'd rather not. Oh no, one of our priests were arrested. Try to crank up our support a little bit. The rulebook's already out of date? What do you mean it's out of date? I don't remember if I ordered the rulebook or not. I have to double check. I thought I ordered the rulebook, but I legitimately could not remember if I had ordered the rulebook. Let's see. Bolivian Socialist Revolution is fine. I don't think anyone particularly cares about what's going on in Bolivia, because Bolivia is not that important. All right. New posters are being printed that says, that's very anti-fascist. All right, now we are going to stoke, there's no R, stoke northern separatism. Let's get ready to deal with this. So basically, this entire area is now demilitarized. With the fruitiness. Says, no, it's a stoke. We're stoking it, not stroking it. I don't think I want to stroke the El Duce very much. I don't think he doesn't look like a very pleasant individual. I don't know why they gave him that pose though. It's so funny. We need the anime mod, but unfortunately I didn't want to install the anime mod for this run. Religious ideas gain ground in the press. Perfect. All right, let's also persuade the priest just a little bit more so these numbers can keep cranking up. Oh baby, look at those numbers. I love it. We will definitely be ready for this. I think I need most of these are not really useful. Let's this will decrease it by 5, so we'll counter it by a +5. See, we might be able to hit 100. All right, we've stoked Northern separatism. Also, yeah, you need to explain to me what you mean by the rulebook is out of date already. Did they actually something happen? All right. Among Mussolini's military are officers dissatisfied with his reckless policies. Their experience and influence over troops can be turned to the Holy See's advantage. We must win these individuals over. So I think we're going to stop trying to increase uprising support for the time being while we more or less grind, while we start using our political power to poach generals. So this will open up a decision. So what this means is we cannot take this one, which will trigger the war until we've recruited at least 3 generals. So let's go grab one. And then we'll recruit collaborators as well. A meeting with Badoglio. Hello there, person with a very long name that I cannot pronounce. I don't know why it shows up different. Red Dream, okay. I think it's your name, or did you just subscribe? I don't know. My YouTube, it gives me like your full Twitch handle and not like, I don't know, like an easy to read name, and I have no idea why. I need to figure out what's going on with that. Twitch chat's odd. Or YouTube chat's odd. Alright. Wait, let's see here. A small party of officers in uniform entered the papal palace. Pietro Badoglio led them, his hand on a new revolver. At the desk sat the Pope, faintly smiling. One hand lay on a Bible and the other, under the desk, held a pistol. Oh my god, the Pope's going hardcore. No sooner had the generals entered than the doors behind them closed and did not open for more than 2 hours. And there they emerged, wearing small chains. Under one uniform, a cross glinted. They were now on the righteous side. We have fully converted Pietro Badoglio into our side. In fact, we will make him the first general of our armies. Field Marshal Pietro Badoglio. Politically connected, organizer, defensive doctrine, inflexible strategy. Okay, so this man is basically, I want to hunker down and not move. We're also going to get this guy who's in a really sick Swiss Guard uniform. George von Suri, General George von Suri de Aspermont. Okay, I think this guy's French or Swiss. All right, we're just gonna let these focuses run a little bit longer. Let's see how this one pans out. Okay, we gotta recruit another general. Who's it gonna be? Who are we gambling for today? It seems like the counterinsurgency has stopped. So no, in this run, we're not joining the Axis. We're very much fighting against the Axis, as we're running a mod. It's called Vatican Empire, so we are literally an independent Vatican city-state. Okay, so we can't do another focus right now, so we can recruit a politician or a general. So let's recruit another Italian general, and then because the next focus will take about 21 days, and that should be enough to let us start recruiting a politician. Can probably go for one more general, is my guess. And then we're gonna start hitting the launch Operation Hunt the Eagle and deal with an Catholic uprising. We're gonna save the game because in case something bad happens, I want to be ready. 1.01 rules were released in November. But wait, did they already print out a book, or did they not print out the book? Zant, that is my question. All preparations are complete and conspiracy set in motion. The time has come to reclaim Rome and restore the glory of the Holy See. We will raise the papal banner over the eternal city and end the fascist darkness. Alright, let's roll out, I guess. Roll out, my dear fellow Catholics, and let's go Deus Vult all over the Italians. Assuming this pans out the way I think it's going to pan out, which it probably won't. I don't remember if I actually bought the book. I've been like trying to see if I figured out if I bought the book, but I have no idea if I did. I actually don't remember if I bought the book or not. But yeah, I've been wanting to play it, but there's no one in my area that's playing it. And I want to do like the 10 mission campaign thing, but oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so we have a new focus tree section. First victory. So we need to get we need to take over all of Abruzzo. Oh my gosh, we have a fat army. Wait a second. How many do we have? Whoa, what's our army size? What do I actually have? Hold on, what do I have? I have 90,000 soldiers out in the field. Okay, And I also have Transitional Government of Lazio. Okay, so I think this... what's the strategy? I think the strategy is... First, we need to quickly grab Abruzzo, and then we'll form a front in the north, and then we'll push south. I think that might be fine. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... dump everyone. Oh, this guy can... Oh, this guy can only take one unit. Okay, so hold on. So everyone that's not... Okay, so why don't we... Okay, so this guy cannot actually command them, so we'll just dump them into this unit here. And then this unit of Swiss Guards will be their own thing. Division Celeri, alright. Division di Fanteria. Alright, let's go take over Italy. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna quickly make a giant front here, and then we're just gonna manually order various tiles to be taken, which we can do very, very quickly. And then I think for this, we're just gonna have to manually control the fight, and we're just gonna push as fast and hard as we can. We'll push the tank up here, and then the Swiss Guards will also do their duty and take over various tiles, and that should be good. Shall we? Let's get this. Oh, we also get we have a single factory that will produce large quantities of basic infantry equipment. All right, let's see how this goes. This is just gonna have to hold for now. On this monumentous day, the Pope celebrated the divine liturgy for all the faithful of Rome. Citizens calmly set aside their affairs for a moment of communion with the divine, and people streamed in great rivers towards St. Peter's Square, watched closely by officers of the Swiss Guard. At the same time, the Guard observed activity at the headquarters of the Grand Fascist Council, something they themselves had arranged. Their main task was to eliminate all the fascist lackeys in Rome, and if possible, take the Duce himself. The true purpose of the liturgy was to draw as many people as possible to the Vatican, so that fewer would notice the coming chaos once the hunt for the Italian eagle began. At sunset, the bells of St. Peter's rang. The operations signal. Police stations and depots were emptied in the first minutes. Within hours, garrisons on the outskirts of Lazio were neutralized, and our most trusted agents raided the lackeys who refused to resist. Were distributed among the prisons. Ordinary citizens could see parts of the operation, but none dared take the blame upon themselves, and thus our force stole all of Rome from the fascists, except the Duce himself. And yet somehow he managed to escape, and none of our agents even spotted him. A grave shortcoming, but by day's end the operation's main goal had been achieved. Wherever our zealots went, bonfires burned. There, the proud standards of the newborn papal state were planted. There, hope for the rebirth of the true kingdom was forged. The hunt is going well, and locals needn't worry. When the liturgy ended, parishioners slowly dispersed and noticed the new flags. They would no longer be under a perverse tyranny. All our preparations were so that our people could finally feel themselves in good hands. This is definitely, you can definitely tell this is like translated. It's a little awkward English-wise. I would have done this a little bit more flowery, but, you know, working what we got here. So I do want to make sure we get this city as quickly as we can. So we're gonna try to surround them as fast as we can on this. So basically, I think we'll try to hold the north, and as we try to push in the south area, because again, we don't have a lot of supplies, so we need to be pretty aggressive. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. So I think we should be able to do the next focus. The first victory. The initial successes have buoyed the spirit of our forces and the people's faith in our cause. This victory is a sign from above that our struggle is not in vain. It will form the foundation for the Holy See's further achievements. Alright, so resistance to our rule will be disabled in northern Italy. More or less, we kind of pseudo-core it, which means we should be able to just aggressively surround this. The tanks are moving up. Let's move the tanks over here. In the south, we're still pushing pretty well. If we can surround that one, that'd be great. I am going to run this fight at a little bit of a slower speed because I don't want to, I don't know, get ripped apart by not paying attention to where I'm moving. Okay, so then we can try to force this. I think we're going to try to force Lucca. If we can take Lucca, that'd be great. Our southern push is getting stalled a little bit, so maybe the south is where we're going to have to stall, and we're just going to keep pushing northbound. That's probably what's going to end up happening. Let's also move the Swiss Guard. To be fair, the Swiss Guard is a little more honorary, so we're not really going to do much. With the tanks pushing in, that probably will provide a decent amount of assistance. The main issue is, again, there's not a lot of supply, but we're going to try our best, especially because now we're stalled in the south. So I think what we'll do is we'll hold here. So we'll have about 4 divisions here, and everyone else is on the north. I think that's probably the correct choice that we can make right now. So we will push into Lucca here. And I'm going to have you halt. No, you halt here. Let's get over here, because I think those Italians are very much stuck in there and refusing to dislodge themselves. In the meanwhile, let's just quickly take what we can grab. Now, we don't think we have any planes. Unfortunately, we have not unlocked the ancient art of flying vehicles. But I think as long as we can hold this, we should be fine. Or we're just kind of force them back a little bit by attacking. Alright, take the city of Bologna. And let's see if we can take Venezia and Trieste. In the meanwhile, the southern front is going pretty well. We have managed to dislodge them from the port of Livorno. So now we'll take Lucca and just to lead these poor evil fascisti. Hello there, son. Yes, we are winning. Kind of. We're pushing pretty heavily. Although I might need to commit a few more of these down to the southern front. Okay, so why don't we halt here? And then... Oh, yeah, they're trying to push in there. There's a peasant rising in southern Italy. Look at that. All right, more people. Oh, I just realized I don't have a commander here. That probably would have helped. All right, the southern front will be led by General Sebastian Visconti Prasca. We're not exactly VP rushing. I usually don't VP rush. I mostly just prefer grabbing as much territory as we can. We're going to win. All right, now the peasants are just going to grab everything. I think we're kind of scripted to win anyways, so we're just going to abuse that fact. And just try to choke them out as fast as we can. Oh, shoot, I messed that up. Okay. My mouse double-clicking is going to be the end of me. I've been meaning to buy a new mouse at some point, but I just don't want to spend money. Especially because I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Oh. You missed it when I was talking about it, but I'm getting my teeth ripped out next Friday. I am not looking forward to that, even though I know it must be done. Okay, so that's fine. So let's try to knock this out as fast as we can. Yeah, it's I'm not looking forward to it. Oh, we can let's quickly slam out convoys. We have no supply because I have no trucks. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to survive without trucks for now. Grab these. You grab these. And then over here, we'll just keep pushing a little bit more aggressively until once this pod is cleared out, then they will self-distribute and we can keep grabbing more tiles. Right, they've more or less been surrounded, so I can probably just lock them down at this point. So just try to lock them in. I'm not sure if we can use our forces to push them this way. Okay. So... Oh, because we that's so funny. Because we grabbed everything. I guess we just completed most of this. So now we just need to win and go to peace. We will call the orders. Christian orders long serving the faith must once again fulfill their duty. We are going to be summoning the Knights of Columbus and similar fraternities to help out in the Great War. All right, and that should be fine because I think we're pushing them pretty badly in the rear here because they're more or less choked out here. As long as we can just keep pushing them in. Ah, and now we have now gained a portion of the... Wait, Sanfidis uprising in southern Italy, which means we get 2 papal units, and Sicily becomes demilitarized, and then no longer... Wait, hold on, what does it say? Sicilia becomes a demilitarized zone, and then Sicilia will no longer be a demilitarized zone. I control part of it, and I will gain 3 papal units. Oh my god. Oh, lordy, I am not going to hold that. I can't hold that. That's conscription and liberation. That's fine. Alright, just try to keep surrounding them. And then over here, just keep pushing up north until we can knock them out. I think the main issue is I don't actually have, like, spare guns, which is, like, a really big problem. So I'm just trying to take whatever territory I can get my grubby hands on. The lack of gas is really bad, but hey, we have a navy now. So we'll have this one do that, and then we'll have this one do this little snake here. And then we'll have you do this little snake there, and we'll see where this leads us in a bit. It's a little bit of an easier conflict than I was anticipating, but again, the lack of guns is a little rough. But I'll be able to call in volunteers, although we're not getting a lot of political power. These guys are holding on for dear life, good god. Look at these brave soldiers, I love it. Hold the line. Hold the line, Division della Guardia Internazionale. I think that's Interna. Alright, and then... Oh my gosh, we have a naval headquarters? Alright, cool. Alright, cool. You get to be the commander. Inigo Campioni. And then... I don't know. Oh my gosh, my navy's a disaster. I don't know. Okay, so destroyers. Can I just merge them into like a super fleet? That'd probably be a lot easier on me. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll get a new commander, Bob White. What a name. And then we'll have him do convoy escorting in the Adriatic, I think is correct. And then we're gonna try to merge all the submarine fleets together. Okay. Okay, that's another submarine fleet. Another submarine fleet. And then, okay, so these are destroyer fleets. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, then we're just gonna merge all these together. Okay, just merge them all. And then over here, we'll merge all this together. We'll assign a new commander, Jim Smith. Quite the name. And then we're gonna have you go on convoy raiding. Over in here is fine. We'll see how this pans out. Okay, so we did manage to take most of this territory, which is fine. Let's keep taking the rest of it. They can't really stop us. They have to surrender at some point, right? They can't have this much. They can't keep fighting forever. The southern front here has somehow managed to, I don't know, survive for a much longer period of time than I'd anticipated. And our southern front is kind of stalling. Turns out pushing into the mountains, very difficult thing. A group of generals have joined us. Mostly, oh my gosh, look at all these names. I'm not going to read all of them, but it eats up 70 political power. Let's see. After the Roman uprising began and won many designs research projects. Okay, so basically we now have a bunch of technology that the Italians had. We now have access to it as well. In fact, everything that the Italians knew how to make, oh my gosh, so many things. We get it all. It's our technology now. Our technology, fellow faithful. Let's take this tile. We'll take this tile real fast. Over here, just gonna keep pushing in. That's fine. Ethiopia is also no longer at war, but they've decided to declare war on Eritrea and the Somali Sultanate, which is also interesting. All right, let's move the tanks in. The Italians never sent in their planes, which is really interesting to me. I guess they might not have had any planes, which is a very real possibility. And then over here, we're just gonna crush this this unit. Okay. You can use our air bases as fine. Militia conscription. The people must stand to defend the Holy See. We will gather the faithful sons of the church into militia ranks to bolster our forces. Every parishioner will become a soldier if required. I'm out of fuel. That sounds about right. We'll get some fuel in there. Actually, well, yeah. Italo Balbo becomes Italy's new leader. After the Catholic uprising in Rome, there was a peace accord. Okay, they deposed the Mussolini. And then they appointed Italo Balbo as their leader. So I guess they really kicked him out, huh? They didn't like him. Understandable. I hope they don't require that I push into... Can we take this unit out? Commit everything here, come on. It shouldn't be that difficult to knock him out. Yeah, we are going to form the Holy Vatican Empire. That's the whole goal. That's what we're trying to do today. These units over here to assign them. Okay, this northern front has been collapsed, so it's just literally can we take out the southern area and take Sicily. Now, we could try to do a naval invasion, but naval invasion into Sardinia might be a little more difficult than I would anticipate, but we will try. First of all, let's focus on this real quick, and then I might split this in half. Let's take all the main infantry divisions, assign them to a new commander. Also, I forgot to put all these under the same field marshal, which is a bit of an issue. All these are 1-1s, that's fine. So we'll take Mario Robetti, because he has a cool name that will become relevant in like 50 years. All right, and we're gonna go from the Vatican and try to land at this tile here, Sardinia, landing operation. So that's gonna take some time to prepare anyways, and I know we will need to make sure we have control. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go to our navy, of which we have no fuel, and we're gonna order a convoy escort here, and not here. We don't need that there. I just need it here. And second of all, I need oil, so I'm gonna see if I can trade oil for something. US Sama, I need your oil. Onegai shimasu. Give me that black juicy liquid. All right, thank you, America. Dude, do I even have factories? Okay, I do have factories to give them. All right, we gotta finish this up. All right. Let's see here. So then we're going to focus on... I think we'll do construction repair for the time being until this conflict is concluded. It's almost done. Like, we just need to push into the south. But again, they're just kind of dumping everything that they have there. And we did lose the, Oh, I could have landed in the south. I should have thought about that. Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of my mistake. All right, just gotta keep pushing. Look at all these Italian soldiers. Oh my goodness, we're not have any supply. We're not gonna have any supply there. What are my factories set to? How many factories do I have? I still only have one military factory, which doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like I should have more. I don't know why I only have one. We're not invading France. We're trying to finish off Italy first, and then we'll worry about the rest of Europe. Yeah, I probably should have landed troops. I might have to reload like a month or two ago. Actually, let's do that real fast. I'm gonna quickly reload a bit. Hold on. Because I want to make sure I win this without having to like redo the entire fight from the beginning. I'm pretty sure I know where I went wrong. I didn't realize there was a port on that tile that they had taken over. Oh. The game crashed. I see. Let me just quickly reboot this. Maybe it doesn't like me reloading saves. That could be a very real possibility. People were saying that this mod tends to crash, which is really funny. I swear, it's not my fault. Alright, it's not my fault if the game crashes. I'm usually pretty good at making sure my games don't crash. Please believe me when I say that, even when it comes to RimWorld. I promise I'm good at this. I did see a really funny HOI4 mod today, where, I don't know if anyone's ever played Command and Conquer, or Red Alert, but they were like... Does anyone remember the Chronosphere from Command and Conquer, Red Alert? Apparently someone made a mod that's just puts it in the game for you to mess with, which I was like, oh, that's a thing. Let's try this again. I hope this will load. Hope it doesn't crash. If it does crash, then... Okay, so I think we should be Gucci. Let's try this again. I will win. Repainting the frescoes. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna do this again. We're gonna get all the cool Italian technologies. Just gonna hold enter. Alright, we get all these generals. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we control this. I'm gonna just dump a bunch of troops over there real fast. So we're gonna grab... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna take all these... Okay, hold on. I need to quickly knock this out. And then I'm gonna take you and you, and I'm gonna have them quickly reinforce down here. I don't care how they get there. I need them to reinforce ASAP. Because I will not lose that tile. I will also dump... We're gonna throw the Swiss Guard in there, too. Okay, so I need them to... Okay, you need to go here. And then you need to go here. I hope they can get there quickly. And then this guy, I'm going to have you set to last stand. I will not lose that portion of the island. Okay, militia conscription is next. We don't have any to do conscriptions, which is understandable. And then this, we're just going to quickly try to knock out as fast as we can. So just full send everyone until they're all dead. And then these two divisions... I have no idea what these are looking like. Huh. This one looks fairly normal. Wow, an actual normal division. Okay, let's see if they can make it over there. All right, they're crossing the ocean. They've landed. I think the Swiss Guard just immediately died. Oh my god, I think the Swiss Guard just immediately died. Yeah, that's... Yeah, they landed with, like... And they just immediately got ripped apart. Oh my gosh, they're all getting deleted. Oh, they can't hold. Oh my gosh, we actually lost the Swiss Guard. That's so tragic. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay, we may be stuck in a bit of a protracted war. I thought I'd be able to hold, maybe grab that tile, but maybe it's actually that's difficult to grab. Yeah, we're losing troops there left and right. Maybe I need to reload a slightly earlier save or just force the tanks over here. Because we can definitely take over all of northern Italy. But I can't punch down south. Let me see if that's... Let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Because I can't progress here. And then we can do construction repair for now. But without any airplanes, we can't enable and we can't land over there. And then over here, they're committing all their troops to it. Maybe we could still beat them if we're aggressive enough, but I did just lose a whole bunch of troops. Let's try to knock this out. We'll see if we can make this work. I think we can recover. Where there's a will, there's always a way. Alright, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to order this entire batch to prep here, and then this entire batch, I'm going to have them fall back in a second. For now, I just want them to hold. Okay. So we're going to order here, and we're just going to see if we can force a punch through. We will just have no choice but to go through the front. As difficult as it is, this is our only solution. Infantry expert is fine. And then for you... Okay, maybe I don't like any of those. Yeah. And we are at least hitting their convoys at the very least. In the meanwhile, I would like to prepare this. Okay, so once they get over there, I'm going to pull them back. And then maybe the solution is we fall back a little bit, and then we'll bait them in, and then we'll strike them down. We're going to take this batch here. We'll let them hold the line a little bit. But once the supply starts getting bad, I'm going to try to force a... I'm going to get them ready to do a naval invasion from the Vatican over to Sardinia and see if we can take Sardinia out. I think that's probably the correct solution. So we can build a mill here. And let's slam out the ancient technology of support weapons. We will learn machine guns. I've been wanting to play a good World War II shooter recently, but every time I think about good World War II shooters, it's like I need to play No Step Back. I think that was called, or Battlefield 5. It's kind of hard to find a good one, especially since I'm playing mostly Battlefield 6 right now, and that's a fun game, but it definitely has its own issues that I'm not going to get into. I'm going to pull these divisions off too. We're going to make a new militia unit with them and assign them to you. And oh my goodness, they're holding Sardinia hard. We're going to try to do a naval invasion from Napoli all the way to this tile here. See if we can get that. And we're going to get our navy ready to convoy escort, not here, but here. Let's see if that's going to be good enough. No, convoy escort. Perfect. Let's see if this works. Without any oil, though, we also need way more oil than I can actually create. Even if I were to request it from the Soviets, I'm not sure if they're willing to give me that much oil. Yeah, let's put in 2. So we'll get 16 units of oil, which then still has to be processed, which is the real hard part. Okay, so they're gonna burn through basically a lot of their troops trying to punch through this giant wall that I have. The biggest issue with doing this is that I cannot let them recover. Like, they're not gonna get a chance to recover any organization because they're constantly beset by the Italians. However, they're basically gonna die soon. So if I can just keep making them waste their equipment, that's perfectly fine. Once I see like that yellow bar has dropped significantly, that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm gonna set you to the last stand. We're holding this to the bitter end. We're also getting huge bonuses because it's a mountain tile. Okay, we have no control here. Why? Oops, I hit the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, microphone. And then, I will say, I meant to say this earlier, but Ray actually got me a nice gift for Christmas, which hopefully has made my audio sound a lot better, although I'm still tweaking the settings a little bit. But Ray basically upgraded my microphone, which was really sweet of her. So now I have a really cool microphone that I love to use and I've been messing around with. I am now the proud owner of that cool gamer streamer microphone that everyone has, the Shure SM7B, the one that sounds really warm and people apparently do a metric ton of crazy content on. So I'm very happy that I have this now. Hello there, comrade. How are you doing? It is pretty cool, right? We're trying to win. It's very difficult. I'm trying my best, though. Do I have enough? I have 0. Oh, I forgot to switch the Navy to... Okay, I need patrol. That's what I need. Okay, so we're going to delete all your orders, and we're going to have you patrol here. And that should get us the control we need. We need a lot. I don't know if we can actually land there, but we'll try. So say thank you to Ray for giving you more luscious audio that you can hear my voice in Ultra Omega HD. Isn't it great? Also, recruiting more troops. Okay, so we're gonna order... Oh, what is this? I'm sorry, what is this? The Ordine degli Ospedalieri. Alright, what is this? Oh, it's mountain... Oh, we found mountaineers. Hello. Also, hello there, Elko Brinho. How are you doing, comrade? Alright, I think we're gonna make them infantry experts. And then overall, we're gonna do logistics wizard is probably correct here. I don't know, are you Italian? Because this is an Italian run, kind of, in a very... In an interpretation of what Italians are, this is in fact an Italian run. I don't think these naval invasions are gonna work. Hold on, we're gonna try it. I'm actually curious to see if these naval landings will work. No, it's not. Okay. And we're gonna pull this stack over here. See if we can order a naval... Maybe we have to do like a super naval landing. You know, halt the naval landings. Just pull them back a little bit. We'll prepare. Let's get these guys onto a new commander here. And then let's assign these two over here. Assign here. Assign to new commander. We'll give it to you. And then we're gonna do another naval invasion preparation. Oh, I'm only allowed to plan 2 naval invasions. Well... I'm playing a mod called Vatican Empire, and basically the Vatican City becomes its own unique state, and we're trying to, well, defeat the Italians that were led by Fascist Mussolini. A little rough. All right, I think what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna stop this invasion prep. We're gonna try to prep an invasion off of Napoli and see if we can strike at Reggio Calabria. Would probably be really risky, but actually no, I have a better idea. Let's have them prep to fire at Palermo. If we can do that, maybe that'll be fine. It's gonna be really difficult, and this I know takes like 40 days to prepare the naval invasion, so I'm gonna try. Can't say have a good one. Thank you for swinging by. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this. I don't know how long you've been here, but thanks for swinging by. Oh, this guy gives us a bunch of bonuses. We'll take him. Well, we're technically non-aligned. We're trying to knock out the fascists. Think we take army organization, dude. That's probably okay. Okay. You can see that they keep pushing on top of us, but they've lost a lot of their troops. In fact, I can probably make a counter push now. And it'd probably work out okay with Vatican fascists. I am not gonna get into whether or not that's true, or we try to avoid politics as much as we can. The older fascists around. Actually, can I just force attack? Would a force attack allow this to succeed? Okay, we lost the effects of a buff. And this war is going on a lot longer than I'd anticipated. And I can't seem to punch through. So we gotta keep grabbing more troops. So let's raise more militias. Like this, the hardest part right now is just actually pushing into Sicily. I could have pushed into Sardinia, but that might also be really hard. So I didn't bother. The problem is that it's mountains, right? I think maybe the solution. Hold on, I have an idea. What if we fall back line here? We're just gonna fall back. Let him come in. I'll let him come in. Let's just bait him out. Just like this. And then once they've pushed in like this. Come on, yeah, just keep pushing. All right, now we counter strike. Okay, now we can strike back. I think maybe that was the correct play. Can I explain my production line? And definitely a really difficult time to find enough cover for support divisions and tanks. Well, right now we're in a really early run, and I only have one factory. Don't think about it too much, so I can't really provide much information. But my suggestion is you just need to stockpile like a ton of... You're gonna mostly run out of infantry equipment more than anything else. You really need to focus on getting infantry equipment. I don't know if the strategy worked. I'm seeing green. We're killing a lot of... God, we killed a lot, but they still have a ton, and I can't punch through. Like, I can't actually close this war out, which is the most frustrating part. See if the naval invasions can do anything. Okay, well, we can't. We are landing at Palermo, and this might distract them and might force them to pull back some of their divisions. which is I think what is actually happening. Like, they're actually being forced to pull back some of their divisions, then we can just keep brute forcing our way through. Problem is I'm running out of guns. That's the main struggle here. The fact that I can't open up a second front is what's really killing me. If I could push 2 fronts, like say this part of Sicily, that'd be great, but I can't. And obviously as a mountain conflict, this is just a disaster. It is a civil war. Yes, technically this is more or less a civil war run right now. And we're just trying to punch through and defeat them. Hello, Kefir, how are you? I'm trying to defeat the Italians and basically reunify Italy under our banner. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna force attack. That might be enough. I see 90. Can I don't have any trucks, right? No, I need 10 trains, which I don't have. Okay, we go. Commandeer civilian trains. That gets us the trains. Now our supply is fixed. That's what I was missing. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Yes, it's a papacy run, but we're playing with a mod for the papacy. Please see the pin if you want to see the mod that we're playing with. Come on. We're so close. Just punch through this mountain. We can do it. Come on. Oh my goodness, there's just so many of them. They just refuse to give up. They're so durable. They refuse to surrender. I think if I even tried another attempt at Palermo, it would just fail, right? And I'm also running out of guns. I might need to cycle out some divisions. I think what I'm gonna do is this stack of divisions. I'm actually just gonna disband all. I cannot disband them. Okay, that's annoying. I wanted their guns. Can I request a lend-lease? I cannot. That's so funny. Okay. Well, that sucks. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see that I'm just kind of brute forcing my way through this mountain here. It's not working out too well. Let's get these over here. All these to the main front. Let's stop the attack for a little bit. Let's maybe try to recover. Let's see what happens. Because I can't really edit them either. Yeah. Division de Darna. Yeah. We've lost a lot of guns, which is the biggest issue. So my initial advantage has kind of stalled out. Because I had a pretty strong initial push, and then it just started dropping quickly. Now, we could do irregulars to get defense, but I don't think that's worth it. Ideally, I'd like to just do another landing at Palermo. Or perhaps I even make a landing here. I don't know. The Italians are very dug in, I guess is the best way to describe it. And even if I were to push, you can see they have like 200-something defense. Even if they're low supply, I just can't commit. You know, it's just like, you want to know YouTube is pushing you. I'm glad YouTube's pushing me. Listen, I love it when the platform loves me, because streaming is hard. I'm telling you, Twitch has been very mean to me as of late. So at least YouTube Sama is listening to my pleas, my calls for attention. I just realized I do have synthetic oil experiments. I don't have rubber refining. I think I want rubber refining. Let's grab rubber refining. Fuel refining for now. Yeah, see, look, my push is just stalling so hard. I can't push in there. Maybe we can push into... Oh, shoot. I just realized there's no divisions attached to either of these. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. See if we can... Let's try another landing at Palermo. Maybe we get lucky? I am always praying to the algorithm gods, because half the time... Listen, streaming, again, very difficult thing to do. I tell you what. You know what? I think legitimately... I think I just have to pull... I think I actually have to just fall back. I think legitimately my strategy is I need to just not attack. Pull back until, let's say, around here, and I can just surround them. Maybe that's what I have to do. Let's try that. Let's try the stupid strat. All right, we'll pull back around Toronto, and then the idea is I can push in here. Actually, hold on, let's extend this out. I want it like this. I basically want to create like a beautiful like pocket that I can just force a push into. That is probably the correct thing to do. In fact, we'll surround it like this. I'm gonna pull back. We'll grab some of the irregulars that we're gonna recruit, and we'll just dump them in there. Yeah, sign here. We'll let them push in. We'll give him false hope. See if it's enough. Otherwise, I legitimately might have to reload for an earlier save because this war has stalled so hard, and I can't do anything about it. So any refresh division that we get is just another person we can send to the front. Because I can't disband them either, which is really funny. Like they're literally permanent units until the conflict's over. Okay, so we're just gonna pull back. We're gonna let them move in. Come on, don't you wanna touch that beautiful tile there? Italy, look at this tile. All you gotta do is walk over there. Come on, just walk in. Just walk in. Walk in. It'll be nice for your troops. Your troops want to vacate. Oh, oops. Let's sign here. Sign here. Let's actually adjust this one. No. Let's order you. I think we're just gonna do a mass push order into the tile next to Palermo. I think that could be doable with double naval invasion support. That's so funny. They don't want to push in. I hate it. I hate that they don't want to push in. Please. I've literally left it open for them, and they're like, no. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, actually, hold on, wait a second. I just found funny opportunity. I actually could push into this tile. Those tanks are locked in. They're dead. Come on, fresh bodies. Okay. Naval invasion is failing. Pull back. The main issue is I don't have any factories for some unholy reason. I thought I would have mills, but I just don't. I have one military factory, which makes zero sense, by the way. Like, see all these mills? I don't have them, and I don't know why. I think it might be an issue with the mod. And that's kind of been like I've been hung up on, because I should be able to produce more, right? But I think I don't get them fully until the end of the... I almost want to just command console this. Oh, because it shouldn't have taken this long. I've already spent like an hour trying to rip through this, and I actually just can't force them. Like they don't want to take the bait, right? Like I set up bait here so they can move back there, and I can punch in, but they don't want to take it. They're smart enough to not take the bait, and that's what's frustrating me. Sardinia is also a little bit difficult to punch through. I thought about trying to punch into Sardinia, but they're also fairly stuck in there. The Italians, I think, control all the factories, and I don't know why I don't have the factories. I should have them. Otherwise, I'm making a whole 8 guns per day. You might notice that's a very bad number. I'm gonna switch to war economy, I guess. I don't think it's gonna do anything for my production, but who knows? Maybe it's something. Yeah, also, we're perpetually dealing with the... Yeah, see, I should have mills. Won't you wait too long? Hi, Kahila. Good evening. I hope you're having a good night. How are you so far? I don't know. I couldn't figure out what thing to say. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not going to reload, but I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because this is really rough. Italy to the east. Wait. Where did that Italy come from? Oh shoot, I just realized that the hold on, am I dead? Oh my, I think I might have to restart actually. Just realized Germany's in the war. Okay, I think I should restart. This is actually really hard. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. We're gonna rewind back to 1936. I'm gonna rewind one whole year back and try this again. Sorry to anyone who's expecting quality gameplay. I'm not that good at this game. In fact, I'm pretty bad at this. Oh my god. If you try to load a save, the game just crashes. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's try this again. Mostly fine, just Family Guy death pose all day because you have to diet because of stomach medicine. Same recorders as Rebel Chocolate eats light for nice. Oh geez, I hope you're gonna be okay. Eating light's not too bad. It just kind of sucks when you have like those hunger pangs and you want to eat like something heavy. We attempted multiple naval invasions and it just kept getting repelled. Because again, I don't have tanks. I have like 1 unit of tanks. I don't have Marines. I've had some Mountaineers. I'm pretty sure I can do this. It's just gonna require a little bit. I kind of want a burger now, God. Now I'm talking myself into a burger, but I shouldn't because I got a dental appointment in the morning. I gotta go see the dentist so that they can clean my little mouth C's and make sure my teeth C's are very clean Z's. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Someone should probably end me. Oh, well, happy early birthday, although we'll probably say happy birthday again to you on Monday. Let's try this again. So launch operations, hunt the eagle. Let's try this again. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Did you finish the Necrograd stuff? Is that what you're about to tell me? Am I... Oh, is this it? Oh, I love it. I love that the hat's still on the outside. It's so good. I'd like to think that they glue the hats onto the outside. Perfect. I guess we're doing Necrograd next week. Yeah, I think we'll try Necrograd next week. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Alana, for working on this. That was fast. I like the Commissar hat. That's nice. That's a really nice hat. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I've ever questioned your modding ability. Have I? I feel like I questioned myself more than anything. All right, we can definitely rip through this real fast. Okay, we're gonna stall them, and then you're gonna have you push in there, and then I'm gonna assign. Okay, so accept this. We're gonna assign to a commander, assign to you, assign here, and push. Okay, we'll try this again, and then we're just gonna push hard, as aggressively as we can. Alright, and our first goal is to quickly make sure we grab a Bruzo as fast as possible. And then we'll dedicate these. I think we'll dedicate this one to the north. And we will try to push aggressively south as fast as we can. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so that should be fine. Grab that and grab that. You grab this tile. No, we cannot ask USA for help. Mr. Don't push yourself to get ready for next week. Well, I didn't know if you had like any like work projects or real life projects that working on Necrograd would have interrupted. That's why I was just like, just do, you know, when you get a chance, not a do it now type thing. I'm not a demanding person. I'm a very relaxed person. But I appreciate it very much. I need to now make a Necrograd trailer. What's Shuffle FM? I don't know what Shuffle FM is. Is that like a radio station? You push this direction. Now see if we can quickly move to Brinzi. Yeah, I'll do some test runs before we start to run. Oh, we still got this. Okay, grab this tile. Oh shoot, they're a lot more defensive than I thought. Okay, get the Swiss Guard up here. And then see if we can quickly knock this out. So go here, and then halt here. You take this tile. Okay, they're surprisingly good at holding the line. Halt where you're standing. Go this way. And then go this way, and then we're gonna go this way. We gotta quickly grab a Brazio again. We can grab those tiles as fast as we can. Move up here. Okay, then we're gonna move down here. Try to intercept them from there. Grab that tile. Then pull down. Oh boy. Pull this way. And then we're gonna have you push that way. We're gonna have you push this way. Okay, northern front's a little janky, but that's okay. We can survive that. Peasant Rising, Southern Italy. Okay, so that gives us more units to work with. So now that we're pushing out, or are we pushing them out? We'll go... You push the militia this way, and then we'll push down here. We gotta quickly strike them out of there. And see if we can surround Anacona real fast. And then this should let us control all of Brazio, so we can do the next focus. Most of it. First victory. Excellent. I don't think I can actually ask the USA for help. They're not usually willing to provide assistance this early in a run. Push in there, push in there. And then we can push southbound. You lock them out. You push here to lock them out, and we're gonna push into this tile. Now they'll be starved. Down here. Get these guys ready as well to push. Strike on Napoli. Right, we're gonna push this way. Okay, we might be able to push all the way to Sardinia or Sicily if we're aggressive with it. Okay, so make sure everyone's assigned here. Go. Okay, we're being stalled hard. That's fine. We managed to take most of this. That's okay. So now we're gonna try to choke these guys out. Take Luca. Take Frienzi. Take this. Okay, move up here. You pull back. Let's see. Yes, I mean, we are a theocracy. We're gonna remain a theocracy. Okay, good lord, they are holding that pile down like crazy. Okay, we got some of the... There's been an uprising, so unfortunately we will not be able to control this, but we can. We might actually be able to take Palermo real fast if we're aggressive. Hold on. Push up like this. So we did lose that tile. That's fine. Push him here. We can definitely kick him out. Okay, so now we take Napoli, so that's fine. Take there. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. Trying to take all the major ports of interest. Now we'll get militia conscriptions as well. Okay. I think this will be fine. It's a little rough right now. It looks a little rough, but I think this will be okay. Especially in the south, I'm just going to order a mass push now. And then I completely forgot about this entire like middle section here. It's kind of not been a priority, but I probably should maybe knock these divisions out. Okay, so in the last run, I had aggressively pushed north, but this run I'm pushing aggressively southbound, which I'm not sure if that was the correct decision, considering how much I'm getting stalled here, but it might be the correct choice. That tank is just unbearably tanky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all these divisions. These are all divisions. Okay, so we're going to go here, and then we're going to quickly order them to convoy raid this territory. That should deny them resources. I don't know why this is like so difficult to like rip apart. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness, I'm about to lose those tanks. So the previous run I did really good pushing in the north. I was able to rip that conflict apart, but this now I'm struggling with the southern conflict. And I couldn't finish the northern conflict fast enough. Okay, so please surround this, destroy this. Okay, now the Civil War is actually a difficult prospect that I have to fight for. Okay, you hold. Oh my gosh, I'm losing so many divisions. What is going on? Why is this so difficult? Okay, quickly grab no inscriptions right now. Oh my goodness. Call the orders, and then I'm gonna take this tile. Okay, and then I'm gonna order. Okay, new army group here. Assign here. Assign to you. Push. Okay, you here. Okay. I don't know if Greece will help, but I'll try. They will negotiate lend-leases, but they will not provide lend-lease at all. Or negotiate licenses, playing slower. I probably could play in a slower speed. I did last time. Maybe it's playing a slower speed. Maybe I'm just like so, like, frazzled by the last run and how it just went sideways. Yeah, see, this run is going super sideways. I don't know why the last attempt went super well. Like, this should not be this difficult to dislodge. Start raising the militias. We'll get the militias out here. Look at this. I'm just losing the northern front so quickly, and I have no idea how to stop it. Okay, there we go. I think we're gonna get some divisions out soon. And we lost the south. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, the last run was so well, and then this run is just sideways. What happened? Did the AI get smart? What happened to my militias? I thought I was raising militias. Did they just not spawn anymore? Maybe the correct strategy is you do ignore the south and push strictly northbound and try to knock them out that way. Maybe that is the correct strat. I was hoping that I can win one part of the conflict and then win the other. Okay, this is like these guys are dead. And that's fine. Okay, these guys have to hold the line. And hopefully we don't lose the Vatican. We lost the VAT. Oh my god. So what did I do right the first time? I did this correctly the first attempt, and I was doing pretty good until it stalled. So what did I do wrong in the second attempt? Oh my god. I don't... Okay. I would like to load the save. Again, I have not played this mod before, so I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go. Okay, so focus, start, go, aggressive. Alright, try this again, and I think I have an idea of what I have to do. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We quickly have to just knock out the south. So I think what we'll do... Alright, so we're back here again. Except you. I'm gonna split into two groups. We're gonna have Group A, which is gonna punch into the north. I would also like the tank to attach to that side. And I'm gonna have them basically push up like this. And then I'm gonna have the second group here. Just everything else. And we're gonna order them to push, let's see here. Why do you only have 2 divisions? Assign all your divisions there. Okay, that's fine. And then this guy, we're gonna order him to just start taking all of Abruzio. Because the goal is quickly, we need to grab this entire section so we can do the next focus of our tree. So that's why we're a little aggressive with maneuvers. So get Anakana, move here, we move this way, and then we're gonna order this one move this way, and then order this one to grab to Napoli. And then I think the rest of them should start to auto-sort themselves into their locations, but we'll do that after their orders have been completed. Okay, so let the war begin again. I'm gonna run this at speed 4. Maybe speed 4 is a little better for me mentally to try to track everything. Maybe we can grab Livorno real fast before they can interrupt it. Okay, and then we're gonna delete this order here. And then, oh sorry, this one should go here, and then the other one, delete this one. These should all be assigned over here. We are gonna, yeah, we're gonna fight for the supply hubs. Don't worry, I remember that part. Okay, I don't know why we didn't grab this. I'll grab this. Assign you to the southern front. Go here, so you can grab Frienze, grab Livorno, and then just try to push as fast as we can. Grab Napoli as fast as we humanly can. Run this way. I don't have any horse divisions, I think, right? No, we don't have access to papal horses, unfortunately. So there will be no papal cavalry. And run towards Genoa, and then... Oh, my goodness. So I move to... Oh, my God. I keep double-clicking these things. That's driving me nuts. Okay, good. We have 1 military factory. Because I think the game's not giving me the mills for some reason. It's really odd. I think they only give it to me once the war's concluded. Which is super dumb. So I should be able to do first victory now. I'm gonna just keep pushing southbound around Napoli. Okay, so we did stop at Lucas. We're getting halted there. So we'll stall there temporarily. Order you to move around this way. Halt you. Push up this way. Halt you. Stop the auto attacks. I'm gonna micro now. And we're gonna just aim for... we can't really aim for encirclements. We're just gonna aim for pushes. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. So they're under attack now. And that should stop them from moving. And then we're gonna order this one, take this tile. Okay, so let's see if we can grab here. Okay, now this is encircled, so now we can crush that unit. Move to Frienzi. We can't build anything. I think people aren't understanding, like, this in this run we're not allowed to build anything right now. We're rolling with what we got. Could get it. Yeah. Okay, so Napoli should collapse. I wonder if this is one of those mods that break if you try to reload. I know there's some mods that do that where it just doesn't function correctly if you try to reload anything. I've definitely seen that happen. It's very funny. Okay. So we should be able to grab this, so that should be fine. Okay, the peasant uprising in southern Italy allows us to now aggressively push even further. So these guys... Okay, so this will all punch in here, assign here, punch this down, and then these guys will assign here, and then their whole goal is to just push aggressively south. I will order them to just blitz down there. We'll leave Taranto alone for now, and then we should be able to rip this apart. You cracked a raw egg directly into your hot noodle soup. That sounds delicious. Don't most people do that? Okay, so if we flank the cavalry from 2 sides, and then we'll hold the Lepezia down. Okay. There we go. The grand push is working. That's holding the line. So 3 divisions will hold this, and then here we need to try to keep this unit alive. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. This should collapse soon. Okay. Excellent. Our southern push is going a lot smoother this time around, so we're gonna keep ordering that until we can keep going. And then I'm gonna reassign a few of these new troops to the northern front. And then Swiss guards, I don't know, we'll have them hold Livorno. Push in here real fast to try to deny them. They're not willing to die that easily. I don't know why this unit's still here. That needs to perish. Okay, keep pushing. We can definitely knock him out. Okay, so now Sicily has its own uprising. We should be able to just quickly spread out. Unfortunately, we did lose. Oh, yeah, they're not going to hold that. I know you want to provide help, but I literally can't send spies. I don't have a spy division. Okay, so quickly punch down into Phrygia, knock that out, and then here we're just going to try to push into here. And we now have conscription available to us, or we're conscripting more troops at the very least. The northern front is a lot more durable than I had anticipated. Okay, keep pushing that way. Let's grab militia conscription. No, let's do call the orders. That immediately grabs us 2 units that we can use to at least assist. Okay, you're going to hold here. These guys are going to hold. I'm going to assign these over there, and then this unit will assign to the northern front. And then we're just going to keep running down south as fast as we can. Oh, they left that port open. Okay, so we did lose the southern push. That's fine. And then over what I'm going to do now is I'm going to merge all these fleets, and I'm just going to order a... Okay, so we're going to order... Okay, grab all... Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I got to grab all the submarines. And then we're going to make... Okay, so then that's split now, right? So the submarines... Okay, you, and then we have you essentially convoy raid around here. And then I'm going to have the destroyers do a patrol here, and we're gonna get ready for naval invasions once this is done. Yeah, after the Civil War, but again, we're still in the middle of said Civil War. I can't really do anything until the Civil War is concluded. Lock them down. Push this out. Fully destroy this mountaineer unit that has somehow been a thorn in my side. Okay, sign here. Can't have them move. Okay, now we're getting stalled hard. We need trains, so I'm gonna commandeer civilian trains. That immediately grants us enough supply. Excellent. And then I could grab Frienzi real fast. Okay, so they're doing their best to just not get locked in. Oh my god. The northern front. This unit is still alive! I don't know how this mountaineer unit just literally refuses to die, even though I keep sending units at it. Holy cow, that was one of the most obnoxious things I've had to fight this run so far. Alright, now we can push into Tartano. And then just knock that out. Okay. Militia conscription. Good. Now we have a few new units that will join the front in the north. Mountaineers primarily, as well as just general infantry to assist in the push. I think if we push here, it's a little risky, but that would do a full encirclement. Otherwise, they're just pushing us back real quick. Hello, Garm. Good evening. Did the throwy thing not work? I don't know why that didn't work. Did we push into Livorno? The tank should at least provide us a initial aggressive support push, and then push this way as well. Alright. Reggio Calabria is holding the line, but they will probably perish in the near future. And then over here, I'm going to order them to hopefully... should have control here now, right? And then we should be able to take Sicily. If we can take Sicily out, then the whole conflict is essentially over. I don't think we need that many there. But good god, they are very, very durable. The northern front is struggling a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why. Like they keep spawning in like a plague, and I can't kick him back out. That's fine. If we can just win one part. Okay, militia conscription means I can now summon more soldiers like magic. We are playing as the Papal States, trying to unify Italy under the papacy, which is a bit difficult, but we're trying. Summon militia units in Abruzzo and Lazio. Okay, so we did manage to push them out to here, so now we're gonna take all of Sicily. And I'm gonna reassign these 7 units to the northern front. I think that'll be fine. We should be able to push into Sicily with just this stack of individuals here, so we're just gonna do a force attack and see if we can just kick them out. And then we should be able to just run it through. Okay, Sicily should just fall apart now. And then after this, it's just a northern strike. Okay, I don't know. I think they're doing a naval invasion or something. Something's locking our troops down. Okay, 20 divisions. Push in here, and then see if we can take Lazio real fast, and that'll deny them supply. So there we go. That's good. So now these guys are fully surrounded. They are fully encircled, and they will get them apart. We could definitely try to talk to Turkey once this conflict is over. It's going to be rough. Deus Vult. What am I pronouncing incorrectly? Italian words? I'm not Italian. I don't know how to pronounce Italian words. I don't know what to tell you. Pizza, pasta, pepperoni, pizzeria. Lumonati's, Giordano's. My concept of pizza is a Chicago deep dish pizza. I don't know what you expect out of me. Are you expecting quality? You came to the wrong place for quality. Probably not. We should be able to just full send against these and they should die. Although, I guess in the mountains they're a lot more durable. Okay, so more generals have joined us. Excellent. Okay, this conflict is going well. This version of the war is working in my favor. I wanna knock these guys out real fast. I don't want them like surrounding me again. Oh my god, they're so durable. What's going on? Okay. Take the port. Okay, now they have no supply. Now they should die. That's good. The Papal States. Isn't that how it's pronounced? Papal. Or are you gonna tell me it's pronounced Papal or Papil? Alright, take the mechanical computing is fine. And then let's full destroy this one here. Good god, they are just so dang durable. I hate it. I cannot evict them out of that pile. Papal? Nah, it's totally pronounced Papal. Create an alliance. I mean, we'll try to do an alliance, but right now my priority is, can I even win this conflict? Oh, they're making grand push. That's fine. Because if they make a grand push, I can probably make a counter-offensive. I can need to knock this out. Okay. Holy cow, that unit's been destroyed. Now our troops are on the front line. The northern frontier can now push into Milan, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we will now summon more militia units. Alright, more soldiers in the name of the Lord. Alright. Just keep pushing them out. This one will die eventually. And then I should be able to punch through the north now. I think there's a couple tiles here where I definitely can push in. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to grab... Once this conflict's done here, I'm going to grab them and I'm just going to order them to prepare a naval invasion. And that might help us out a little bit. I know what you're saying. Please stop spamming that. You need to stop spamming that now. I get what I read what you're saying. I am just going to... What do I do? How do I stop this? How do I mute someone? You need to stop this. Oh, sorry, I'm not Yugar. I'm not yelling at you. God, I don't know how to do this. Alright, there we go. I watch the news, but I always pronounce... Listen, isn't it obvious that I pronounce things incorrectly a lot of the time? I thought that was very common knowledge at this point. So we're gonna move this unit out here, and this one out here. We put you under him, and then we're gonna order this one to get ready for a naval invasion. We'll go from Livorno to Genova. No, it's some people get very invested, I guess, when I play HOI4, and they want me to do very specific things, which is fine, but I'm going to do things the way I want to play it and not the way other people are telling me to play it. Does that make sense? I will land there. We should be fine. I think we have... So then I need to grab our boats. So this one here needs to do... Why don't we know accessible regions? Okay, that should be fine. Germany is... I don't think they like me very much. I don't really want to sway them either. I don't think it's really worth it. I think the better solution is just win this war as fast as I can. But again, it's a rough conflict. And I don't really have a way to push up as much as I would like. So we're preparing 2 naval invasions right now. Grab the other navy here. Just here for the ride? Yeah, just be here for the vibes. It's all about the vibes, right? I'm gonna split this in half and half again, and then assign them here. Then I'm gonna merge these 3. Assign to a new admiral. And then what I'm gonna do with this stack is I'm gonna merge them together, and I'm gonna order a patrol in this side. Because we're gonna need both sides ready to be struck at. I'm gonna see it. The Italians are making like one last grandiose push. But they're burning through a lot of troops to do this, so that's fine. Assigned to here as well. There's 5 units getting ready for that naval invasion. And then obviously we have the one over here that's getting ready as well. We can strike on those sides. Improve this mod as well. Let's see. Britain's probably just kind of vibing. I mean, most people aren't going to like me primarily because I'm non-aligned, which makes sense. Oh my goodness, they actually pushed hard. Oh, they're sending in the tanks. All right, time to do the great counter push. Send the Papal Guard in. Yeah, they're committing hard. I think they know if they don't stop this now, they're probably dead. The sign here is fine. Okay, so yeah, because I'm getting ready for the naval invasion. I'm gonna make you an ambusher because you have been holding the line super well. And then raise another unit of militia men here. Time to lurk in game. All right, enjoy. I assume you are playing Cyberpunk. Oh my gosh, I can't hold. They're just. Where do they get all these troops? Where'd all these troops come from? Goodness gracious. We lost Friends, unfortunately. I'm holding the line as best as I can, but I'm running out of guns. And the Italian, like, I don't understand why I don't have the factories. I see many, many mills that the game... I should at least have 3 more mills than what I am actually given. I think the mod might be a little bugged. Oh my gosh, I lost... Oh my god, I lost the time. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so now I have to attempt to design the invasion from another area here and hope we can hold that part as best I can. You can build more factories, but there's factories on the ground that I should have access to, but the game is just not giving it to me, and I don't understand why. And the Italian... I don't know, like, where the Italians suddenly got, like, a giant boost of power that I can't push out, and it's becoming a huge issue. I basically don't have any more militia that I can call upon, and I am locked out of my focus tree until this conflict is over. So I don't know if I'm just screwed again, but I just can't push. Okay, so we can push in here. Just order that name. Oh my god. Oh my god, I need 1,000? I don't know if I can get over there, but we'll try. Okay, I'm gonna lose that port too. Hold the line. We'll just order total defense and see if we can just maybe use that as a way to maximize our defensive capabilities, and maybe that helps us hold. Is this a popular mod? I don't know. I saw the official HOI4 Steam account promoted it, which is why I'm giving it a shot, and I was like, that sounds like a cool concept, so that's why we're playing it. It seemed interesting enough for me. I don't have cavalry, so that's useless. This one gives me bonuses, we'll take him. Okay. So all of our ships are in here. Our naval, it will go up to enough. Okay, that's fine. The problem is I have to hold that port down to the bitter end. I don't know how to stop this. Like the last one, like one time I can take the north, but I can't take the south. Now I can't take I take the south, but I can't take the north. And now I'm being pushed back hard. I don't know what's going on with their troops. Are they just like on cocaine? Like, why do they have 90 attack? Like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, like I'm about to lose. Like, I can't even get my naval invasions. Just all keep like faltering because I cannot push up. Like, even if I take the tiles, like it's just not enough. I can't even do the naval invasion because these troops are perpetually beset by attacks. So your troops can't move if they're under assault. And I'm about to lose the Vatican again because for whatever reason, like their troops just got like superpowers. Wait, when did I lose the stream background? What the heck? What the heck? Wait, where'd it go? Wait. How long has the stream background just disappeared? Did I delete it? Oh my god, I think I might have deleted it by accident. Oh shoot. I cannot find. I think I might have deleted it by accident. Oh shoot. That was a media capture. Existing. Which one of these is it? overlay background? Why is it not playing? Am I crazy? Huh? OBS, please. Alright, well, I guess OBS doesn't want to show the stream background anymore. That's really weird. That's really weird. Is the country corrupt yet? No. Hello, Zeruzan. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just stopped working, and I have no idea to fix it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think this run's just... Is this run... I think this run might actually be over. Like, I don't know, like, where the Italians are getting, like, their superpowers from, but this is getting a little ridiculous. Like, all my naval invasions will not succeed because I just cannot get enough zone control. So those guys are basically stuck, and I am just, like, perpetual... Look at this. I'm just pushed back. I could just let this run, and I would just lose automatically. I don't understand... I mean, they have air, yeah, but I have no planes. Like, we don't get any planes at all. Like, so, the way you have to win is you have to be fast and aggressive. So, I played fast and aggressive, and it's still not enough. I don't fucking understand. I'm holding as best as I can, but, I mean, they will take the Vatican at this rate, and their troops are professionally on super attack mode. I've already lost, like, so many troops, and, like, now our troops are completely cut off. Even if I were to order a counterattack, it's just going to be probably a failure. It's just going to flip red. This is so stupid. It was fine, and then it suddenly wasn't. I don't understand. It's going to crash. It's going to crash again, I guarantee. I almost guarantee it. Yeah. I don't get it. I thought I had it correct. We pushed aggressively. We managed to knock them out in a good portion of the map, right? Like, I knocked them out in the south. The first run, I knocked them out in the north, and I couldn't push in the south. Second run, I knocked them out. I just got run over. Third attempt, I run over the south, but I get run over in the north, and I even had everything set up correctly. So I don't know what I did incorrectly. Like, that's the part that I'm frustrated with. I spent 2 hours already, and we've already stalled, which is the more annoying bit. Yeah, I probably should have done staff planning. I have an idea. We're gonna start from fresh. We're gonna do the other path. Let's try the non-rebellion path and see how that pans out, because this is stupid. I'm like actually frustrated. All right, just gonna rip this real fast. I already know exactly what I'm doing, so we're just gonna do this. We can't research anything. Go here. That's fine. Civi factories. Can't really build anything, so that's fine. We'll put a single land fort there. Go. Okay, that's fine. I know how this operates. It's fine. History. Okay, then next focus. Go. We'll do the other path. We'll see how it pans out. I was really hoping that the Civil War path, like, it was actually a challenge, which I appreciate, but I don't understand, like, how the Italians suddenly got, like, super buffed and just ran me over. Like, no matter which route it was, something went wrong. Opa, a new HOI4 stream. Good morning. Hello, Toru. Yes, it's a new HOI4 stream. You missed me fail a run like 3 times in a row. So we're trying a different run. We're gonna try an alternate route. The one that's not violent. Okay, we gotta crank these up. Alright, get the pre-sappy. We gotta get that support. That's fine. Don't care. Exploit the ideological division. Try to force an armistice. Come on. Okay, that's fine. And then we're gonna do the next one. I think this will still trigger a civil war, but it's not gonna. It will be able to at least. I think the victory condition is a lot easier than the other one. Is probably the main thing to keep in mind. So we just gotta keep this going. It's fine. And again, this is kind of the issue that you're gonna run in with whenever you're playing a mod. Sometimes it just doesn't work the way you think it's gonna work. Because modders are humans too. They make mistakes, or they make weird designs that may not work the way you think it's supposed to work, right? And I get it. I still think the theme is good, but I think if it fails again, I want to see the rest of the content. In which case, I will admit I will command line victory if I have to, just so I can see what the rest of the content of this mod is supposed to be. Because I'm genuinely curious, because we've actually missed out on, like, I think a lot of stuff already. And I don't think anyone's gonna mind if I do that, right? I think everyone would be perfectly fine if I did such an action, right? No one would be frustrated. Here's the real truth. Your favorite HOI4 YouTubers, except for Bittersteel and probably ISP, they all cheat. Everyone cheats. That's because they have to make content. It's all because it's all in the name of the great content gods. They're willing to make the game a little more easy on themselves so that they can actually accomplish their goals, right? Which is, it makes sense. Hello, Immortal. How are you? Alright, now we can grab Stoke the National Stoke Northern Separatism, not stroke it. I don't know why I keep messing that up. Just gonna lurk. Understandable. Fair enough. How are you? Cheater, but that'd be it. Exactly. I don't think anyone cares that much. Okay, get more propaganda so we can bribe the officials, get more. The YouTube emotes are kind of cute, like, honestly. I do agree. They're adorable, even if they're a little silly. But in the interest of actually seeing the rest of this focus tree, we will do what I gotta do. We get uprising support to 100, which is fine, because we're already ripping through it. Get more. Eventually the Italians will have to give up. Okay, then push the Italian generals. That's fine. I mean, I've done things like, and when I'm trying to do silly runs, sometimes I've done, like, on my personal time, I've done things like, you know, claim land and then delete divisions, because sometimes the stress is just not worth it, you know what I mean? Sometimes the stress just ain't worth it. Maybe, I don't know why, like, this is actually getting a lot harder. Need more political power. Collaborate. I think I got a lot of them from this one. We had more popularity. We had no war support. I guess we need to start recruiting generals, which is going to take 15 days a pop, and we need to get this higher. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? For the almighty entertainment. Alright, persuade the priest. So now we're getting 2 political power per day because I don't have a nationals focus selected. That's perfectly fine. Grab another general, please. Probably grab a politician next. I'm kind of curious what politicians we're going to find. Gotta grab general one more time, I think. And then we gotta start doing these persuasions. We gotta get to 100, and then we can rip through launch Operation Strike the Eagle. And then we should be fine. I pray that it'll be enough. We'll just wait until we can bribe officials, because it's more efficient per political power. So yeah. HOI4, what a game, right? Totally. Like I said, I like HOI4, but it's not a game without its issues. I mean, I've complained about it multiple times already, some of the shenanigans that, you know, that this game has, and I'm willing to deal with the insanity. I think it's fun. Plus, you know, map painters are something I've just been playing for a long time. I do want to play EU4 or 5 at some point. I think EU5 would be really fun to give a shot at, but I'm not paying $60 for a brand new Paradox game, because Paradox games are buggy as hell on release, and I am not gonna be dealing with that. Try this again. I'm gonna save. Okay, so unlike the previous run, we're starting the war a lot later. So we will probably still be forced into a civil war, which is fine. It's unlikely that I'm going to be able to grab another general. We'll just have to see how this... Okay, so again, so we are still at war, but I think the war is a lot easier. Same thing, we must do the first victory. So we're going to quickly grab these tiles, and then once we grab enough, then I'll switch to a I'll try to get a general. Okay, so try to take Brienz, and then try to take Lepezia, and then this down here, I'm going to make a general. And then we're going to make a new army group here. You're going up there. You're going... Okay, so I'm going to order you this way, and I'm going to order you to go this way. I guess you don't understand. Comes like press the tile and watch. I mean, to be fair, that's literally every Paradox game. Have you seen the combat in this? You're literally just watching spreadsheet numbers. It's not the most exciting or complicated of concepts, but it's just kind of the territory of the genre. Because you're more focused on the macro than the micro in a title like this, right? And that's just how it is. Okay, so we're gonna group all these into this army group here. And then we're gonna have them be led by you. Okay, you. And then this then over here. Led by you. We don't have that many generals, unfortunately. I guess for whatever reason, I thought I recruited more, but maybe not. That's fine. Just do what we can. Okay, and just try to bum rush north. I think once we can grab first victory, that'll probably make it a lot easier for us to force the Italians into a peace treaty. Okay. Take Phrygia and then take down here is okay. And then I can go over here. Start making let's make a thing like this, and then we can just start pushing up to Bologna, Frisia, and then Ferrara. Should be okay. And then I don't know why this one doesn't have all the divisions assigned to it, but that's really weird. And then I don't have any spare commanders. I have the Swiss Guard guy, but we'll make him his own leader. He is pretty brain dumb in your opinion. I mean, that's fair. It's not like I said, it's not a genre for everyone. Like map painters, I think map painters really require like a certain level of, I hate to use the word tism, but I do think these games have like a certain level of tism that you need to really appreciate the game. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably one of those people that I guess these games are I am the market for this game, if that makes sense, right? Like legitimately, I am the market for this game. I saw this image the other day that really struck a chord with me, and basically it said, when you start to approach your 30s, you have to pick a personality trait, and it's like guys pick a personality trait, and it's basically, do you get into World War II, trains, cars, or guns? And usually the World War II and the guns thing are intermingled, but you usually go into one of those like 4 things. And I thought about it, I'm like, wow, I hate how accurate that statement was. Because for me, I ended up in the World War II train gun category. For interest. I mean, I think that's called you have ADHD, possibly. Why can't I get first? What the heck? I don't get it. So now I can't take this focus because you have to be at peace? I feel like something... What is happening here? Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I guess for whatever reason, I guess I don't own the Vatican or something. I don't know. It's very odd. I'm like trying to figure out what the hell's happening. All right, let them cook there for a little bit as we push down south. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna push. Screw it, just push. We'll see. We'll figure this out in a bit. Because I literally can't do the next focuses right now. That's fine. Let's recruit more generals. So as long as we defend Abruzzo. Okay, so we'll get peace as long as we win. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's what we need to do. Take the port, take the tiles. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna pan out. I know. We need to hold this down. Lock him down. Lock him down. Lock him down. We need to lock this down ASAP. Cannot let them take up. Oh my god, am I about to lose again? How long do I need to hold this for? 2 days? You wanna lock this one down? Oh my god, that unit just died. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we peaced with Italy. Thank god. Okay, so we don't get all of Italy, we just get this. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna have a second conflict with Italy at some point. For the time being, let's just try to merge everyone. Figure this out in a second. Okay. So I normally do spearheads, but we do not have the equipment or the manpower or the soldiers to perform a spearhead. That's the reason why I didn't do a spearhead. That's legitimately the reason why. Because we're basically just militia units trying to fend for ourselves. Otherwise, no, I do spearheads and encirclements whenever I can. Okay, so this will annex. I don't know what's happening here. There's like 3 different things happening at once. There's like a huge civil war. Okay, so the first victory. So now we need to occupy Tuscany. So I think this just kind of reduces the conflicts into smaller bits and pieces. So now we got to deal with Tuscany. So we gotta get our entire army ready to punch northbound now. Yeah, okay. You can blitzkrieg. We're not doing any blitzkriegs. We're just gonna steadily push across. Okay, the flotilla has joined, so we have the navy now, which is good. So I'm gonna merge destroyer, submarine, and then submarine here, and then this one is a destroyer fleet. This goes up here. So okay, I mix them up. Okay, you go here. Oh my god, I mixed them up. Okay, submarines. This one goes here. So this is a submarine fleet here. This is the destroyer fleet here. Okay, and then we're just gonna have you patrol for the time being, and we'll just get ready to push it north and just knock them out. Shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. We'll also grab some trains real quick, because I know we're gonna need them. And then once Tuscany's ready, we're just gonna, I don't know, just punch in and see what we can do. So I guess, yeah, I guess we're forced in this branching path, we have to do each of these one at a time. With our one factor, with our one factory. Let's build, I don't know, a mill here, I guess, with 4, and then we'll get ready to call the orders up. Okay, so we got all the Italian techs, fantastic. And now we pray that this push will let us win very quickly. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can just order some troops to do some encirclements. We'll use the tank to just kind of punch through as fast as possible. For example, that's now encircled. We'll order the tanks to punch through the Florence and Bologna and see if that's enough to knock them out. I hope I am pronouncing these things correctly. I am probably mispronouncing these things, and some Italian's gonna come in here and say, "You're saying the names incorrectly. Shame on you." And I'll be like, "Yeah, you're right, fam." Oh yeah, they're holding Florence real hard. That's fine. If we can just punch through Florence, and then we should be able to just take advantage of the breakthrough and just push through Bologna, because the tanks are fairly quick. I think the tanks are really bad though. What is it? That's actually fairly mobile. I didn't say it was going to be a good Italian accent. I said you're going to get a Italian accent. I never promised a good accent. Okay, our tanks are starting to lose. Let's push it to La Spezia. Okay, so we're going to push the second. Ooh, hold on. An opportunity has arose. There we go. Take Bologna, so that should be good. Oh, yeah. If you need an image, I can give you one that you can use as for her portrait. You can make her an advisor or a general. Unless you found the image, in which case that works too. Okay, this conflict should... Alright, I'll look into getting you one after stream. Perfect. Okay, so we should be able to just push into the city. And that should end the conflict, I think. I hope. Please. This guy too, that gives us a little bit more. I will take any little bit of bonus I can afford. We're losing tanks left and right though, which is crazy. I still don't know. I only have one mill. 1, 2. I should have 2 militaries, right? I'm not crazy. Something's going on. Is it the microstate thing? I don't have the microstate debuff anymore. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. No, it's good. Force attack. Go. I want to see green. I want to see green everywhere. Force. Oh shoot! No. Take the city. Push in here. Go. Should be able to take that port without issue. That city should fall. It's primarily militia units anyways. Oh, please, I want this run to end. I want to actually see the cool parts of the tree, not just the Civil War of Italy tree. Okay. Just fall any second now. Perfect. Okay, so now we get ready for the next conflict. So Venice or Piedmont. So I think we're going to punch through Venice first. So let's get ready for that conflict now, and then we're just gonna delete all orders, and then get ready for the push. Just same thing as usual, just unga bunga my way through, because we're already at war with the other faction. Get all these here, and then get these submarines to convoy right here. No, Hire new commander. Bob Smith is fine. Get research. All right, I got a strategy. We got this. This is gonna be fine. Please, I hope this is fine. No traits available. That's okay. All right, Venice will be purged. Go. All right, we're just gonna bum rush our way right over here. Yeah. I'll take Venice. Just punch through to Venice. Yep, there we go. All right, perfect. Since we can just run them over, and then just grab every pile that we can grab our hands on. The tanks are fairly quick, so they should just be able to move in. U.S. signs the Neutrality Act, of course they do. And then just take that, and then you will take the port, and then the other port, and then just push in there. Perfect. Okay, then we need to get ready for. Oh wait, they're still here. They're not. Why do I have a peace with that? I didn't. Okay. No. And then we're gonna cease Piedmont. I don't know why I didn't get the all that, because I was hoping to use that tiles so that I could push this out. Why don't I have my mills? Do I really have to build every military factory independently? Oh wait, there we go. It expanded. I guess Sardinia Piedmont got the rest of it. That's fine. Push. I don't care what I gotta do, but I need to push now. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go. Push, push, push. I don't care if you have no... whatever it's called. I need to push. Okay, we need to just push. I do not care. I'm just gonna aggressively take every tile that we can. Then we can probably surround them like this, and then let the rest of them fill in. We will start raising militia units everywhere, so that we can have more bodies to fill in our ranks. Take Briskea real quick. There we go. The tanks are doing a really good job of just fully ripping them apart with this tile here. So we can just full surround them. And then take this one, and then you take this one. See, I'm not crazy, right? I'm actually somewhat okay at this when the stars align and, you know, everything works in my favor. Take this. There we go. Yeah, and then that should fall apart really quick. Then assign these here. Perfect. Go. Okay, punch in. Knock them out. They're holding on to their capital. Last bit of troops remaining. Should be able to just delete them. Ah, the brave Sardinians did their absolute best to hold the line, but they were not strong enough to handle me. Okay, so that conflict is over. Now we have to deal with the final conflict, which is this southern part of the map, which is dealing with the Italian royal forces, I think. So this should be the last major conflict we need to do, and then we can unlock the rest of the cool Italiano Focus 3, right? Let's grab supporters. Focus 2. Drop them in here. And then let's also prepare multiple naval invasions. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll get them over there. Okay. And then assign you. Do I have any commanders? Yes, I have you. What, like a penis or something? I don't know. What does it look like to you? Tell me. Okay, so it's not the royal forces. We gotta go punch from here. Probably to Sicily. I like to punch in through to Sicily there. Also order a second one from here. And then we'll punch in through there as well. Now, the main thing is I don't have a navy to handle the amount. Oh my gosh, I do have a navy. Oh lord. Okay, hold on. Destroyers. Okay, so assign here. Destroyers. Submarines. Okay, so this is my submarine fleet. I'm gonna change their icon. That way I can that way I can quickly identify like what's what. Okay, assign you there. Assign you there. Submarine. Submarine. Destroyer. 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 Okay, so here's our two main fleets. Merge them into one super destroyer fleet. Let's see, we'll have them be led by Admiral Inigo, that's fine. And then Bob Smith will lead the submarines. We'll have them convoy raid here. And then we'll order you to patrol here so we can control, okay. Italian brain rot stuff like Bombardino, Crocodilio, or Ballerina Cappuccina. I have no idea what you're actually talking about for some reason. What are you referring to? Wait. Is this bugged? Oh shoot, I can't actually... You've got to be kidding me. Okay, so I can't actually declare war on that Italy until I defeat this Italy here. For some reason. I'm not... Okay, that's really dumb. Can I have white peace with them? No, I actually have to defeat Vittorio Emanuele. Oh, that image got retracted very quickly. Hello there, Hammershall. How are you, comrade? Let's see if we can force a landing here and maybe just knock him out this way. I don't really want to recruit anyone when I don't have the guns. Oh, I do have guns. I think I'll hold the guns, though. I don't want to use them up right now. Can't pick one of these right now. We'll just hold. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we can annex them, and we'll get the influence of Victor Emmanuel. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we've annexed them. Now we get ready for the great battle in the south. I will drink, don't worry. We're not, we're using a modded version of Papal Italy. So we haven't had a chance to do anything like that yet, although this is going to be a really rough fight. Okay, so I do need to actually order a naval invasion from here to here, and I think we should be okay if we do that. Because that'll get us a port and gets us a second spot to drop troops in. And then, as much as I want Swiss Guards, I think I need Mountaineers. But I cannot recruit more of those, so I'll just have to recruit standard Mountaineer divisions. Should be fine. Assign them, drop them in here, edit them. We'll add a few more Mountaineers. I don't think I have any spare equipment otherwise, so not really wanting to add support equipment. We'll just add them in here. Should be good. Okay. And then we'll pray. Okay, so now the Great War with the Duce has begun. Can we succeed, or will we fail? Let's see where this ends up. Right, I am seeing a lot of red. There's a couple bits of green there, but they're on full defense mode, so maybe I just halt. What if I just halt and just don't attack them and wait until the defense buff wears off, and then I punch it again? Yeah, okay, that works a lot better. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm losing submarines, that's fine. And then these, once they're ready, we'll have them punch through. We'll do infantry expert for the attack bonus, and we'll also do logistics wizard, so I don't have to worry about logistics. Let's raise a few more regiments, and then let's see if this is fine. But yeah, I do know about the Papal super heavy tanks, because that's I've done that. I did that build when the original Italy DLC came out. It was very fun. Is it stupid? Yes. Okay, there we go. So, oh, perfect. Hold on. So I don't actually do that. We can just drop right in there. No, land right in there, and then quickly grab Siracusa. So now we're gonna just try to distract them as fast as we can. If our troops can land, they did. Excellent. So now we can just quickly try to grab the ports as fast as we can. Like, if we can grab Palmero, that'd be great. So we will force them on the south here, and then hopefully our troops can handle, our navy can handle defending. But I don't know if we can grab Palmero. Hold Brinzi as best as we can. Napoli should fall. I think I can just auto this, and it should be okay. Sign here. Yep, they're all going to be merged into this one army group. Okay, so the biggest issue is we have no supply, because we're just getting shot down by the Italian Navy. So I need to order these guys onto convoy escort here. So delete orders. Convoy escort here. And then over here, I'm going to order them to do convoy raiding, and that should be fine. Let's see if that helps out a little bit. Yeah, so it is fixing our supply issue here, but again, we can't push in, so we're just going to have to hold. They're going to hold that port to the bitter end. That's fine. If we can take Palomero, that'd be great. We've got some generals who joined us. Excellent. They can help out, and our push is working out pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of green. So I think as long as... Oh, geez, why not lose a lot of troops? Oh, because they're just non-stop attacking. They're actually just getting overrun. Alright, we lost Palomero. Unlucky. I couldn't take enough tiles to protect them. That's fine. We still got guns. Alright. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, we don't have any more buffs that are going to give us like a boost to attack. Unless I'm just going to force attack. Maybe that'll be enough to dislodge him, but we'll see. I have no idea. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, apparently the first thing we got to do is defeat Mussolini, and then the rest of the tree opens up. But I can't beat Mussolini for no matter what I do. It's like every run I do, it just fails to win. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Look at this. They've only lost. Okay, look at this. I've okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know what? No, this is ridiculous. I have tried so many times to win this. I'll give it like one more in-game month before I pull out the console commands. Because like I said, I want to actually experience the rest of the tree, but if I'm not even able to do that because this stupid like ultra mega Italy buff, then it just stops being fun, right? War without reason. Hello there, Normar. How are you? Because they're just attacking constantly. I already lost a lot of troops. If I attempt to attack again, it's just gonna falter. Even if I brute force it. Yeah, see? Even this conflict here, like, I just can't punch in. Like, we have all the advantages, but they have all the air support and intel, apparently, and I don't have any of that. This is dumb. You're good, except for productivity and motivation. Why is your motivation and productivity killed? What happened? Are you okay? Are you suffering from work fatigue? Here's our super spearhead, by the way. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but they're just super well defended. Like, they just can't push in. Just attack that too. I want to see if I can... Maybe I can still force it. Ah, well, I hope you feel better soon. I don't know what happened in your life, but you're always free to relax and complain about it here. This is a nice chill zone for people to vibe. Oh, hold on. We might actually take some... can we push in there real quick? Are we going to not take that? Okay, good. Wait a second. Hold on. We might be turning this. We did knock out a huge chunk of divisions right there. I think that'll help out. We are negative on guns again. Okay, so the push here is working. That's good. Keep grinding them down into dust. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, so then we can also move into... You go there, you go here. Okay, so there is one unit on Tartino, that's fine. Okay. I don't know what we need to make him surrender, but I did manage to push him out a decent chunk, so maybe this is turning in my favor, but I did lose a lot of units. Okay. They're gonna try to push us out, and then we can just counter push into Tartino. Tartano, take this. Okay, so now they're retreat. Oh my goodness, I actually did it without the console commands. Oh my god. Settle affairs at home. War has weakened the state, but recovery will take some time. We will clear away the chaos. Oh my goodness. Let's assign an admiral here. Holy cow, that fight was awful. Civil wars suck. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my god. I don't want to do that again. I definitely do not want to do that ever again. Let's take stock of our military. Okay, post-war devastation. The economy's in ruins, and we immediately got negative 20% stability, population, consumer goods. Oh god, that's awful. All right, so we'll have to deal with the events that have just occurred. We're not going to raise any more militias. I think the militias will disband at some point. Okay, so the army's been disorganized after parts of the fascist regime's forces affected the Vatican. The army fell into serious disarray. Infighting and change of command sowed confusion, uncertainty, which we now have to deal with. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna take 40 days. The main thing is it's 38, which means World War II featuring inefficient bureaucracy, which means Mr. Mustache Man in the north will become a problem. We have an hour and a half until end of stream, so we'll see how fast I can rip through this. Now that we can see the rest of the focus tree in a second, right? I want to see how big. I heard it's really big. Like, really chunky. Left and right opposition step up activity. So remember, we are dealing with a huge amount of fascists right now that we have to take care of. So, settle affairs at home. Okay, so now we're unlocking more of the focus tree. Army reform, dealing with the opposition, or reorganize the administration. Okay, so we need to pick one of these. Sacra Revivalis. Sacred Revival. Okay. So first things first is we're going to reorganize the administration and deal with the bureaucracy, because that's giving us a titanic debuff of gigantic proportions. Like, look at this. Negative... The political power cost and resource gain efficiency stability is really bad. We're at 0 stability right now, so we need to find a way to fix that. Okay, so 2 choices. Well, let's also deal with the opposition as well. Let's just get that. These are 7-day focuses, so they're fairly quick. Thank God. Otherwise, this would be absolutely painful to do. Oh, ease up conscription. So, strength of the left and right opposition. We need to reduce their popularity in order to... So, it's communists and fascists that are trying to get stronger. And we also have to deal with the mafia. Oh my God. And we have to start integrating the different territories. So there's a lot to do. So why don't we start with... Let's start by integrating some of the territories closest to us. Let's start by integrating Tuscany. And let's start by integrating Puglia. And we can also integrate Emilia-Romagna. And then Mafia strength is 65. We must crush it by prayer or by law. We'll infiltrate the Mafia. And then... we have to ease up conscription. So either get 10% war support, or we lower our law. Okay, so is there a way to get more war support right now? Unlikely. Okay, so I probably have no choice but to just ease up conscription. We can always take it back up later. It's fine. Yeah, this is very brutal right now. Okay, so then we're gonna grab... But you know what? This gives us an opportunity to also get through a lot of research, and that will power us up. So I will definitely start working down the tank line for the super heavy Papal Jesus tanks. Span the black shirts. Or you... Okay, wait, hold on. Very important choice. Okay. So we have to either disband the black shirts, which is the fascists, the paramilitary organizations, or we utilize the black shirts and preserve the authoritarian tendencies in the Holy See. Which will grant us a lot of very strong people, but that will increase fascist tendencies. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna strengthen the liberal views. Paramilitary formations are incompatible with law and order. We will dissolve the structures, ban symbols, and prevent reconstitution. That's right. We will punish the fascists. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get strong. I might have to start smacking the right opposition a little bit, but I think this focus will at least weaken them. We'll also do these anti-mafia raids real quick too, to at least try to get that taken care of. These reintegrations are going to take some time, but that's fine. I don't want to use my political power to integrate right now because it's going to be tough. All right. Now we will do mass purges of former officials. There will be no attempt at them to destroy our glorious state. Having refused cooperation with the Black Shirts, the Holy See needs allies to counter the right. They have appeared. This morning, a letter reaches Holiness from these individuals that I'm not going to read. Okay, so tempting offer. Increases democracy. Loses political power, but we gain these people that will grant us some bonuses. And also, this guy gives consumer goods factors by 50%. This guy gives, or we just say no. I think I'll take it. I'll take those people. It's probably fine. Or because I need more bodies that I can utilize. Yeah. Okay. We can also execute the black shirts, which is also a very funny option. That seems a little extreme. But considering how annoying they're getting, I might have to pull something off like that. Clearing the cities is going to take 49 days. That's really long. So why don't we put our focus on the right first? Let's get rid of the fascists, and then we can deal with the communists after. We'll take care of both. There will be no room for them in our glorious new kingdom. All right, ban the organizations of the right wing. And we will also raid their assembly. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, raid the assembly. That's fine. And then we'll let the we'll start smacking the mafia around. Good. Okay, we're gonna start integrating. We're gonna integrate Campania. Really, like, this entire section now is about managing our political power as nicely as we can. I don't think it's really worth doing army shenanigans. Although 7 days to get 15 political power is not a bad idea, and moving, but that's not a priority. Let's eradicate the Duce's legacy. All will forget this man existed. He will not be remembered. We will punish. Leftist radicals have struck again. Their opposition power is getting stronger. Situation's heating up. Mafia power is gonna go down or up because there's a clash between the mafia and the military. It seems like we won though, so that's a nice little thing. I don't know why my nose has been sniffly constantly. It's been driving me nuts. I have no idea. Oh, right. Dockyards. We're gonna start developing the great papal submarine fleet. There we go. The great papal submarines. That's what we needed. I need more. Okay, so conduct more anti-mafia raids is fine. Duce's legacy is going down. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the left opposition because they're getting a little too strong. Okay, so now we can deal with them. Next is ban their organizations. And we'll just have to let this sit for a little bit because these will take a little bit more than I would like. I don't have that much political power, so I'm going to have to be very careful. We do need to up our stability to get more PP, so maybe we do 49 days to clear the city, or we just execute the black shirts. That might also be fun. Io Costra Nostra, or bring back Cesare Mori. Iron Prefect. Or we... Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Excommunicate the left from the church, I think is fine. I have not listened to HOI4 music in forever. Is this HOI3 music? I don't even know what HOI3 music sounds like anymore. Alright, let's go grab the better guns. Okay, I have not even bothered organizing my army. Quite frankly, at this point, who cares? We're just gonna roll with it. Roll with the vibes. Okay, so we're gonna start integrating another territory. We're gonna integrate... I'm gonna integrate those southern states because then we can fight the mafia. Because I believe these can only be done once these have been controlled. And we also need to put divisions here, so we're gonna move some divisions around. Okay, so that's done. And then we're gonna move a stack over here. It should be enough to give us options because we have to burn through these anyways. A prominent ultra-right figure has been assassinated, which has now reduced their power. Excellent. Do that real quick. And then we're going to infiltrate the left opposition and also raid their assemblies. So I gotta weaken them real fast. The mafia, however, is getting really weak, so that's a good sign. Okay. So I need to get their powers down to 0. So let's go fight the mafia. We're gonna not let the mafia control us. We will control the mafia. Your alliance called the Holy Power. You said the same thing multiple times over and over again. We're still trying to get through this bit by bit. Alright, we're going to bring back Cesare Mori, the Iron Prefect, who will give us... declines the Mafia power by 5% every single month. I don't think I really need that, because I can just keep conducting mafia raids, and that seems to be perfectly fine as an option. I will also start to do these other ones. 5 days. Let's criticize both of those leaders, and let's also begin to integrate. If you say that again, I'm timing you out again. That should be good. I really want to bum rush down the armor tree. I think it'd be really funny to have the super heavy tanks. I still want to try that mod that I posted about the other day, the stupid one where it's like, hey, have you ever wanted to have 60 divisions and battalions? Do we execute the black shirts? I think we'll let's deal with this. Deal with the Costa Nostra. We'll lose political power and stability and gain some war support, but we'll get some bonuses. Iron Prefect will return. Mafia power is weakened. Now I could recruit him into my advisory council, but he does cost a little more than I'm willing to pay. 52 is a lot. Because they can't the position. Exactly. I never understood, like, I am not in that position. Like, it's still 38. We have to get ready because we know, you know, funny mustache man up north is going to get a little testy soon, and I need to make sure we're prepared for that conflict. Because we're not at all. I need to also pick which one of these that I want to take, but I'm probably going to take, I'm probably, oh geez, actually, I forgot. Oh, right. I got to choose one of these. You want the mustache? Sure. I'll give you the stash. Ho ho ho. Oh, look at me. I am a master pizzeria. I don't know why I'm just talking like this. What's wrong with me? Is becoming a streamer ruined my brain? Maybe it has. Where did I go wrong? Alright, so we're gonna get some penalties. That's fine. And we can deal with the Al Capone family. Form special units, cut off their communications and finances, and they'll be dead. An unholy deal. A group of men in black clothes has... Oh my god. A group of men in black coats and hats entered the Vatican Palace at an unhurried pace. Okay, it's very odd English. I'm timing this man out. Hold on. How do I time him out? 6 suited men. Okay, so witnesses say several had expensive Cuban cigars clenched in their teeth. 6 more with Thompson submachine guns followed behind. And these were the men who called themselves the Masters of Sicily and Southern Italy. 6 suited men entered the papal chamber. The guards remained outside, and the sacred walls slowly filled with the acrid bitterness of smoke. And the office door slammed shut. The doors in the corridor where the guards stood closed as well. Soon, according to several guards, a greenish smoke billowed from the palace windows. But 10 minutes later, shouts rang out. The serpent is slain. The south is free of bandits. Only a few words the Pope unknown. Deus Vult. All according to God's will. Not for the ecstasy showing a Kingdom Tea and the Caliphate. Let me know. I'm kind of curious what you're going to do with like custom focus trees. That's the part I'm curious to see what you do. So I'm going to keep an eye out for whenever you get around to doing those. Alright, we'll integrate Sardinia. I think it's fine. We'll also integrate Milan. Yeah, it should be fine. We also have no fuel. That's okay. Communist cell has been uncovered, so we're going to knock out the communists bit by bit. They are getting stronger, but it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. The Mafia still refuses to die. Okay. Let's grab computing machines. Alright, the Al Capone family will now be executed. We are some event called God's Devil, that's fine. Let's start by clearing the cities and try to bring stability back to the country. TLDR, let's see. Al Capone died. Such as the end of sinners, said Cesare Mori, lighting a cigar. And then he died. The devil in God's service. Most people understood that the Iron Prefect had died, and in his place stood the devil in God's service. Oh my god, that's hardcore. It's the anti-mafia Inquisition. Holy cow. I love it. It's so religiously hardcore. Okay, we have way too many guns. Okay, so we're gonna pivot out of guns, and we'll do trucks, artillery. We'll pivot 5 off there too, and we need support equipment, so we dumped that to 5. 2. We don't have any tanks that matter. We do have lights, so we might need to do light tanks. And then we'll definitely start getting CAS and probably some other planes in the future. I would like some basic fighters. I don't know if we have any A. We have no air XP, so we can't do that. So 2 is probably fine. No tanks. Probably just make a general light tank is fine. Let's see. So what's the current speed? Oh, I don't know the current speed of our tank, but I know I need tanks. So 3-man turret with a improved small cannon with... We already have radio. Fuel drum. Wet ammo storage. That's the max engine size I can get. Riveted is okay. I think gasoline... Ooh, actually, let's do... I think, yeah, it's actually fine. So it's already capped out. I could do Christie suspension for the speed buff, which is actually probably correct. And then we'll dump in... no one ever got hurt by extra machine guns, so that's fine. That's fine. We'll start slamming these out. I know we need tanks anyways, even if we don't have the steel for it. Spinning a wheel and sign... Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I know I told you that you don't have to worry about me for getting custom focus tree. I think it's more important that you maybe get the other people that are probably way more invested in your project. I'm invested in your project, but not, I think, nearly as much as maybe some other streamers might be, if that makes any sense. So I think those are probably the people that are more deserving of having a custom focus tree. Let's try to knock out the Mafia as fast as we can. We'll deal with the Mafia next. They won't live that long. And then we're going to start smacking down the oppositions here. Clear the cities out as well, and then we might need to probably just execute the black shirts. I think they get weaker the lower their popularity, which is good. Okay, so we're getting heavy tanks. It's a little too time ahead. Let's go basic engine. Where Hans? We surprisingly cannot recruit horses. I have no idea why. I looked. We can recruit them if I'm willing to edit a division, but I quite frankly don't want to edit a division. Like, yeah, I could, but I don't have the mill XP for it, which is the biggest issue. Also, I don't know how, but I just got another stack of factories, so we're gonna dump those on the light tanks for now, and then we'll also dump the rest on trucks, but I have no rubber for the trucks. I also don't have enough coal or energy, which is another big issue, so I might have to build power plants. But we can't even repair anything because all of our stuff is being consumed by consumer goods, as you might have noticed. So until we can repair, we're kind of stuck. Okay, that's fine. And then... That's fine. The Mafia should start being ripped apart soon. We're not getting a lot of command power yet, unfortunately. Let's do mass public works. I think we're starting to get our factories back. Don't need these anymore. How many divisions do we have? 158. Okay, what is... Okay, let me actually look at our divisions. I have not had a chance. Locked. Okay, these are fine. What is the actual primary infantry division we are using? That's really rough. Oh, we don't have support battalions set up either. Okay, so I think what we'll do is I'll make these 21 wide. Why can't I edit this? Another division template with this. Oh, I have 2 of these. Wait, really? Okay, we'll spend some time. We won't edit the divisions yet. Stone upon stone, Italy finds her shape again as we're slowly repairing after the latest conflict. Let's raid the left assembly with a bunch of guns and deal with that now. And let's also start integrating Tertino, Saiterol, and Venteno. And then we'll try to slam the rest of these out. But we are not getting command power anymore because our command is just too messy. Because we got to get all 3 of these down to 0. That's the real struggle. To get the dominance of the Holy See, all 3 need to be purged from existence. Maybe we do execute the black shirts. If we execute the black shirts, I think that will reduce their power significantly. Because right now we have some anti-fascist rhetoric, which is good. It'll last about another, like, half a year. Yeah, let's just go kill them all. How's the Christian Gandhi run? Well... we were stuck. I spent 2 hours flailing around trying to win the war. It didn't work out, and now we're at this conflict, and it seems to be doing okay. Now we're just recovering from a civil war. I don't even want to sort my navy. Good God. Alright, merge the cruiser fleet into here. I guess oh my God. I never learned how to do navy in this game. Okay, and then we're just gonna have them hold. Have you hold. Allies. No, we don't have any allies right now. We're still just kind of getting ready. It's 38, which means war's in about a year, so we have to we gotta really get ready, you know what I mean? The Queen of Norway has died. How tragic. At least we'll have enough guns. Actually, you know what I could do? With this many guns, I could probably sell them on the market. Yeah, I could probably sell these on the... I could probably sell a bunch of the guns on the market, honestly. Yeah. Sell these. Sell these, and then sell... that's fine, don't sell those. It is the HOI4 experience, you're right. Well, I guess about 2,000. I don't really care who buys it. Okay. Introduce the food rations, that's fine. Also, auto accept purchase requests so that they can just buy whoever buys it. Suspicious traces. For His Holiness' eyes only, the Swiss Guard has carried out a series of successful operations training former fascist officials across Italy, and among them was the most notorious of commanders, Marshal Rodolfo Graziani. They found a letter. To my close friend Dear, given the prosecutor, I will not attend the wedding. Eagle of Italy, blah, blah, blah. It was sent from Benito Mussolini, and the squad was sent... Oh, we haven't found Mussolini yet. He's disappeared. We gotta hunt him down. We gotta hunt down the crazy man. Alright, so far so good. Okay, so left-wing media gain influence, that's fine. Let's quickly keep smacking down. I think we'll deal with the mafia first. Okay, so it's at least -5. This will be -15. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but we'll just have to hit all of these at once. Saw a HOI4 meme. Is it a appropriate meme is the next question I'm about to ask. Like, if I look on Discord, am I going to be concerned? Okay, never mind. That's good. I don't know who that character is, but that was good. HOI4 memes. 10 out of 10 stuff. Alright, let's integrate the last of this. So we'll integrate the last of Italy. The Mafia is basically crushed now. Alright. The Mafia is dead. So now we have to start knocking these out, which shouldn't be too hard. I think we'll smack the left or right first, and then we should be good. Let's grab this real fast, but they're going to keep causing issues until we have enough political power to be done with them. But as our stability goes up, our political power gain increases as well. However, we're going to stop here on this side. Let's quickly grab army reform, because that'll get me 7 political power that I can just immediately feed into the purging of the right. -15. They're gonna get 5. If I raid the right assembly, that maybe gets me a little bit more. Let's do... Demobilize the militia. Okay, so why don't we do restore heavy industry real quick. We'll raid the right. So this will be -25, but they're gonna get +5, so I need to criticize the right opposition leaders for 15, which is fairly easy. And I still need to figure out the energy crisis. Which means we actually have to build electrical grids. I think. I have no idea how this works. Whatever. We'll just build a electrical grid or something. I don't know how this operates. Right, so this should... So once the next... Okay, so right is -5, -15, so... That will clear the right opposition, and then we have to clear the left opposition, and then we will have cleared out that problem. We just need to get more political power. So we can probably do raid, and they'll get 44. That's fine. How's balancing on coal for bond? I have no idea. I don't think a lot of people remember that you have to still do coal. I always forget coal's a thing that I have to worry about, quite frankly. Can I not edit this? Cannot edit this. There's probably a thing I have to do. Oh my god, look at all these weird ass divisions too. That's fine. Pius the Ninth has died. Okay, so this is approximately where he died in real life. So we now need to do the conclave, which we haven't unlocked yet because we're stuck doing this stupid recovery thing. So I guess I was too slow. Oh wait, no, it's down here. The papal conclave. So we'll need to pick one of these 4 individuals to become the next pope. There's Cardinal Dalla Costa. There is George Mundelein. There is Eugenio Pacelli, which I believe that's the actual name of Pope Pius the 12th. I think so. Wait, I'm trying to think if he actually is. Eugenio Pacelli. Yeah. Okay. This is the historical pope. Oh geez. Okay. We'll worry about that in a bit. I don't have to pick one of these yet. We'll get an event soon that will trigger. Okay, so let's quickly infiltrate the left. That's minus 15, and then they'll get plus 5, so that's minus 10, so it'll be 20. So we'll need to at least do that plus one of these other ones one more time, and that'll probably be enough. Okay. Next is stabilize the state apparatus, and it will give us a lot of stability, and we'll be nice and happy. And then we'll start working on all the military stuff. Military comes after we have restored society to its natural state. I am not ready for World War II. Okay, so I need to pick one of these. Okay, hold on. Let me double check this real fast. So some of these will prevent certain things from happening. So the left is Mundelein and Dalla Costa are more liberal leaning, and Eugenio Pacelli and Theodore Initzer are more conservative leaning. So he's a hardline on order and discipline. Pontifical Titan authority demand unconditional obedience to the church. The other one, rule of the people, call of the people. Free Catholic press. Strengthen the Pope's temporal power. With assumption of the Virgin Mary. Discorsi ai de Medici. Traditional values. Vatican. So this will get us a lot more democracy support and just general. So maybe going left with Mundelein would be a little different. Though going historical with Pius 12 might be fine. He's a hardline anti-communist. This one would let us become a lot more democratic, making close ties with the US. I think he might actually be American. Still think it's funny that we live in a timeline where we actually have an American pope now. Liberal pope. So maybe. So this will be very much a democracy run. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna do a hardliner. I think I'm gonna pick either. I think I'm gonna pick either Mundelein or Eugenio. Let's stick with League. Fair enough. Let's try a historical with Eugenio, taking Pius the 12th. Okay, that's fine. And then we're gonna get the rest of this focus tree done as we start to rip apart the communists. The left opposition leaders will fail eventually. The state apparatus has been handled, as we have now fixed. We are now dealing with all the paperwork. Let us also unified military structure. So we're gonna fix our military, raid, criticize. Let's see. Luigi Maglione is now the Secretary of State. That's fine. Look at this man. Look at his super serious face. He's not happy. He's just ultra serious. I think there's actually a mechanic in the base HOI4 DLC. There we go. Left opposition is dead. Perfect. I'm sorry, does it say declare war on Libya? Why am I invading Libya? Why is that an option? What was the name? The operation? It literally says the occupation of Libya. Unless you're thinking of some other name thing that I'm not aware of. Armor protection is fine. That's a little too far ahead of time. Let's do automated machine tools. Have I gotten all of my... Oh, okay, we have factories again. Still losing a lot from consumer goods, which is understandable, but that's fine. We need to quickly start slamming out mills. Yeah, Luigi. Maglione, I think is what it said. Yep. So I don't think I want any of these. Maybe Vittorio Emanuel Orlando, which is the former king. Would not be a bad idea, but I don't have enough political power anyways. Alright. Let us demobilize... Oh, actually, dominance of the Holy See. Which will now... Communist Party will now be called the Christian Left Party. We'll remove Cesare Mori. And then... That's fine. And then we can do Sacred Revialis, which means we've completed that plot and probably opens up the next part of the focus tree. Yeah, a lot of this just really seems like, can I complete the conflict in time, or else am I going to be delayed dealing with focus trees the whole time? Right? Especially because we do share a border with Germany, which is very concerning to me. Alright, Sacra Revivalis. May this day be remembered as a day we have returned the Holy See back to what it should be. Italy, one lord, one rule. It is quiet. There is peace in Italy. A beautiful peace. A wondrous peace. Alright, let's grab Vittorio Orlando. I kind of want that plus 15% political power. Or I could take Luigi Einaudi, which would get me minus 15% consumer goods, which actually probably is better. No, I actually do need political power. 39. Getting this guy 39 is a little late, though. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hello. That's Oh my god, that is a focus tree. Oh, now we're in the real meat of the game. Okay, wait. Okay, so we can... Here's your focus tree, Ranu. Okay. Let me look at this real quick. Oh my god, the last crusade. We will lead the final and greatest crusade to finish what began centuries ago, a triumph of the papal state. Okay, so let me think this real quick. So you have to extend the powers of the Roman Curia, which will deal with reformists and traditionalists, which we're not going to do that right now. I want to focus on getting the military resolved first. So this branch seems to be your politics, this is your military and politicking. This is your economy tree. This is your military tree. Oh my god. Choose one of your doctrines, the tricks of Lucifer for maneuver warfare, the fires of Gomorrah, the 10 plagues. This is grand battle plan, and then assault of the Nephilim. This doesn't sound very Catholic-y, but okay. Apple Air Force. I will say, okay, the one thing I do appreciate that I'm seeing in this mod is at least they have flavor text for all these focuses. I've played a lot of mods where they don't have flavor text for all the custom focuses. I don't even care if it's just like one sentence. Like, give me something to chew on as someone who enjoys lore. So that's your Navy, your Air Force, Army, economy tree, your internal politics tree. Create the intelligence agency Occhio di Dio. Secret Service of the Faith, the Throne, and then the Vatican Diplomacy is your diplomacy tree. And then you basically choose... Okay, so basically... this seems to be a neutral, your own path, where you will attack on everyone, because there's literally a choice. Attack at France, UK, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, basically all of Europe. This is the more... you're aligning yourself with Hitler, and then this one is currently unavailable. Please wait for future updates. Oh, this is like a more democratic path. Yeah, see, diplomacy with Berlin, alliance with London. At best, you're gonna, based on lore, it's something you're not gonna make huge unless one. Yeah, I don't think you need to make like a big focus tree, because I think also a lot of VTubers or streamers just don't have a lot of lore. I have lore, but I don't make use of it nearly as much as I think I should. That's my own personal problem, though. My own fault. What a shame. So I think we'll just go with the non funny man tree. We're gonna try to fight against him, but at least we're in a position where we can prepare our armies, which is what I've been wanting to do for quite some time, especially as World War II is about to kick off. You can kind of see us getting a little antsy over there. We need to get ready for that. Also, I still don't have energy. We don't have enough coal, and I don't think anyone's willing to sell us coal either. I guess the US will sell us some coal. That's probably fine. Rubber is really rough too. Just nice on that. When you think of VTubers, you think of Hollow Myth and Hollow Council. They have crazy lore. That's true. Oh, I miss Mume, but she's in a better place now. Oh, we'll remember her in spirit. Bought the Beastman Army Battalion for Warhammer. $200? That's how much that kit cost? Oh my lord. Hey, you know, as long as you're having fun with it, more power to you. We're gonna switch to Superior Firepower Doctrine because it sounds hilarious. Our infantry will become, let's see. Let's focus on artillery and combat support. Fire concentration, flying batteries. Anti-tank front line. Air cavalry. Self-propelled support. Ooh. That sounds fun. I don't know if I have the industry to support that, though. That's a really expensive kit, though. There's a reason why, like I said, there's a reason why I never got into Warhammer. Just that stuff is just so expensive, man. Even Trench Crusade cost me a lot. And I still haven't played it. Like, I know I can go to my store and play, you know, Warhammer wherever I want, but I don't want to. I wanted to play Trench Crusade, but there was not enough people that were into Trench Crusade, which was very sad. We're gonna pivot to partial mobilization. Like I was using playing games the most, just have the just chatting streams. Exactly, like I mentioned, like the joke is the common joke is always, oh, look at this VTuber with some crazy lore, like they're a goddess who descended from another planet and she's come to our universe or our world to examine and maybe gain adoration from society. Also, come to my first gaming stream. I've never played Minecraft before. I'm gonna play Minecraft for the first time. That's a lie. I guarantee you they have played Minecraft before. Any streamer tells you they have never played Minecraft before and they're playing it for the first time on stream, they're lying. I guarantee you they are lying to you. You don't become a streamer and pretend you've never played Minecraft. You have played Minecraft, okay? They just say they've never played it because it makes for good clicking, for good clicks. They're like, oh my gosh, he's never played Minecraft. That's so adorable. I want to watch them so I can help them out in backseat. No, they played Minecraft. They're using you. They're manipulating your emotions. They're manipulating your thoughts and feelings. Don't fall for it. I've seen it happen. I know. I knew a VTuber who did exactly that. I was friends with them. Okay? That's the tricks they don't want you to know. The fascists will now be called the integralists. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, no, wait. We're the party leader for both the fascists and the non-fascists? That's weird. Huh. Let's do this one, too. Exactly. Like, it's the most played game in the world. Like, you'll... I don't believe anyone who says they've never played Minecraft before or has no idea how to play it. You know how to play it. I mean, even if you've never played it, I know you know how to play it. It's also a fairly intuitive game. So, I don't know. I'm just like, every time I see it, I'm just like, oh. I think it just bothers me when people are like that because, like I said, I knew someone who knew how to play Minecraft perfectly fine. They were a pretty big streamer, but they would always, they would always be like, oh, look at my very first Minecraft stream. It's like, listen, brother, I know you know how to play this game. Don't you lie to me. Don't lie. Not you, Flaming, but like someone else I knew was like that. Also, I think all of our militia divisions got deleted, so we actually have like no divisions out. We gotta start recruiting now. Division de Frontera. Let's start slamming out infantry. I don't know why I cannot adjust this. I don't have another division called Division... Oh, I do have a second Division de Frontera. Why do I have two? Okay, I see what's going on. Let's delete this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so let's get rid of those. And then... Looks like World War II is about to kick off between Germany and Poland. We are not touching that. Let's, however, get our intelligence agency up and running. All right, next part is let's start customizing our divisions. Let's grab Division de Frontera. So I'm gonna do infantry with artillery. So 25 with division. Also add in a logistics company. That should be fine. So it's a very heavy division, but we surprisingly have enough equipment for this, which is the funniest part. And then we're gonna start slamming a bunch of these out. These are the primary divisions. I want, like, give me more. I have 11 divisions now. That's not nearly enough to deal with the fact that the funny mustache man is declared war on the Poles, and I still share a border with them. So we gotta get ready. We gotta get ready. I feel like a lot of the ladies like being into Warhammer, thinkly on the stuff you can tell them passing interest in the game, best attracts male viewers. So I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the whole, like, you come into the space because you think it'll get people to be interested in you, which I think is a fair thing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're just marketing to an audience. I know it sounds a little janky, but I think it's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. Speaking of VTuber stuff, I saw one VTuber recently apparently got banned or had some kind of weird crash out, and they basically said, I'm graduating, deleted everything. Which was kind of interesting to see unfold. I didn't really follow them, but they occasionally showed up on my feed. Some VTuber named, I don't know, Ulfin Psyop or something, and the stuff I was reading in some of those threads was like, wow. It's a little wacky. You forgot Corsica will be totally abandoned in your mod. Why? Oh, does no one take Corsica? Energy gain per coal is actually not that bad. I think we take... Ooh, maybe we take mediums. If we take mediums, we can make medium spas. That actually is not a bad idea. So we can have spas by 40. Wait, these buffs are crazy. I'm sorry, this one just gives you 2 operative slots for free. Return of the Holy Inquisition? That's hilarious. Okay, well, I want to get my military stuff figured out first. Let's do these first. Ah, okay, a secret country. Okay, that'll be interesting to see. All right, there goes Poland, unfortunately, which means... Did France not declare? Oh no, so the Allies did declare, but they're just kind of vibing. I'm kind of curious to see how Mustache Man's gonna handle this when he doesn't have my assistance. He's kind of on his own. No Italy help from me, but I'm just gonna put myself on the border in case I need to defend myself, essentially. Okay, we got our better guns. Let's get the better artillery. We're gonna focus hard on artillery, I think. I want construction 3, and let's start upgrading our firearms. And just in case, I think I do want to start climbing just a small line of AT guns, and also a small line of AA guns. My goal is to basically make such a strong defensive division that the Germans would not be able to punch through it no matter what. Like, it's just a brick wall. So... it's gonna be rough. All right, so USSR 8 Eastern Poland. Ah, the classic. Yeah, sorry, Eastern Poland, you're not really allowed to exist anymore. Let's collect our first spy. Ah, they don't have names. This person did not include a name list for the female spies. Ah, let's go spy on Yugoslavia. Maybe Yugoslavia doesn't deserve to exist. Okay. Finland's at war, to literally no one's surprise. Logistics overhaul is fine. I need to get this army recovery before I commit to an attack, because the minus 10% penalty is really bad. But we might also just do some Vatican diplomacy and just try to do a new European powers, as the politics of anti-fascism is not allowed. This will get us access to multiple justified war goals and whatnot, so maybe we can just do that real fast so we can get ready to deal with Yugoslavia. I think it might be good to just kind of get them out of the way, you know what I mean? If we can knock them out, they won't be an issue. Although their independence is guaranteed by Romania, which is a bit of a problem. I'd prefer not to fight Romania if I could. Just prefer to let me exist and maybe take their little neighbor away. They don't need their neighbor. I don't like any of these. New European power. Yeah, because I don't really want to go down this pathway. If I go down this pathway, protects Catholics of the Reich. Steel pact with the Reich is really bad. Because then we're just going to go to war with them. I don't want to go a fascist route. So this is about 7 days, 14 days for both of these will allow us to get the justification fairly quickly. No intention of attacking... Oh wait, wasn't there something about Operation Attack Libya? Okay, if I attack Libya, how would I do this? Okay, so let's get Libya. They're not in war with anything, so maybe it should be fine. I don't think they're not guaranteed by anyone, right? All right, let's try this. I don't have much oil, though, is the problem. So let's take this group, order them to patrol, and then we're gonna grab our primary. Maybe just the mountaineers would be fine. Let's take 3 divisions here. We're gonna order them from naval invasion from Palmero to Tripoli, and should be okay. See, should be tabletop war games, Dungeons and Dragons. Some others have probably but we've heard back in the day the tournament scene Warhammer was completely male. Then again, we'll find due to listening to Taylor Swift for reading Twilight. I mean, it's, to be fair, I think nowadays I think back then it was less, I guess, acceptable for women to be in those spaces. Mostly because, like, I mean, I'm gonna be real, like, a lot of men were probably incredibly misogynistic and did not want women in those spaces. It's basically like, it was very much a guy thing to do. But we're in a time now where that's not really the case. People are allowed to like different things, and that's just how it is. So I don't particularly see any issue with that type of, like, that's why you're seeing a lot more women in these spaces, and that's good. I think it's good to have more people in these spaces of all kinds, because, you know, everyone brings a different perspective into the game itself. All right, reorganize the officer corps. Name of the alliance. Okay, we are gonna make our own alliance. We can name it Alliance of Christ, Crusader Pact, the Heavily Concordant, the Holy League. We're gonna call ourselves the Crusader Pact. That sounds cool. Oh, we even get a cool crest. Look at that. Our short-term goal will be to expand our infantry forces. Our second goal is to attack Libya. Okay, so declared war in Libya. I have no idea how I'm gonna get there. Can I ask for military? Okay, so they won't. What if I improve relations? I might be able to convince them to give me military access in a bit. Depends how much they like me. If that's the case, we can just run over there. Otherwise, we have to wait a little bit until this group is ready. But yeah, like I said, it's just kind of the way things are. It's good that there's a lot more people in these different spaces, because everyone provides a different perspective, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You guys probably like the first video gamers. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, so infantry forces have improved. Let's see. Our next major goal will be to expand our armed forces. Our next short-term goal. We need to start getting people in here. Maybe I can get France. Oh, France is already in a faction, right? I'll offer them airbase access. That's fine. Will they like me enough to give me mills? Probably not. Okay. Okay, so a bunch of conflicts that are happening already. Next up is we need more mills. We can never have enough mills, and I keep losing factories. Okay. Retrain the soldiers. Kind of get rid of the disorganization. Alright, let's invade. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Is my navy not good enough? Oh shoot, that's why. They were too split. We're gonna need more, gonna need some of these real quick. Add you in here. And then we're gonna merge these two. And then let's see, that should be fine to at least give them control out here. Okay, so that might give us enough naval supremacy. And that should be enough to let us run through. We need 375, which is not too bad, so we should be good. Alright, I think we can start building our spas, which, again, my issue is I don't have oil. I'm not sure if Libya has oil. I'm gonna pray they have oil because I'm gonna need it. In fact, we can double check right now if there's oil here. Nope. There is no oil. There's actually no resources in the entirety of Libya. What's the point of attacking this country? What's the point of this? Alright, the Benelux region is getting ripped apart. That's understandable. Okay. We're almost there. Oh, I can't get that any higher. Let's see. I'm gonna send an attaché to them, and let's see how that pans out. I'm just trying to see if I can find a way to get the military access. Yeah, we're basically attacking a barren wasteland. There's not really a point. But you know what? Why not, right? Might as well take free land. I'm not gonna say no to free land. We have enough trucks that we can probably set these to like max truck mode. Yes, perfect. Belgium has been declared war on, to no one's surprise. I think we're trying to land now, and we are failing pretty badly. Turns out our troops aren't very good at invading the city. Maybe we should be invading them. Maybe we should be invading like Benghazi or something. Alright, pull them back. Okay, let's gonna have them invade from Katina to no. From Palermo to Benghazi. Let's see if that one pans out. I've never been very good at naval invasions. It's usually not a strong suit of my gameplay. Okay, army recovery. Get rid of the final sets of debuffs, and that should be fine. Get artillery stronger as well. We are short on a lot of guns. That's understandable. Okay. And then after this, we can start going down the funny politics tree and figure out what we actually want to do. Because I know military would be really good to do, but don't have the opportunity to do that right now. Obviously, the Papal Army is still a little rough, but we could go down. So we have to go down this tree. And then we can... Latin America, the Alpine Campaign, which will let us annex Austria and Switzerland, both of which are kind of non-existent. So perhaps I just declare on Yugoslavia real quick. They're protected by Romania, but Romania I don't think is gonna declare on me. Independence of Romania is protected by... Alright, a duck in the frontier, thank you. Welcome for the thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard, comrade. It's really rough. I can't invite to them. They don't want to join the faction for sure. I don't think we're gonna get anyone in our faction, quite frankly. Nationalist Spain, maybe, but it's unlikely. They might just join the fascist factions. Yeah, they're not going to want to join us. Albanian Kingdom. Perhaps you would like to join us. Nope. Oh, wait, I'm in a war. That's why they don't want to join us. That's right. They don't ever want to join if you're in a war. Oopsies. I always forget about these minor details. At the very least, we can start slamming out soldiers, but they're just going to take a while. Maybe I need a second soldier group that's just no... Oh, jeez. Well, there goes France. So we're kind of the last bastion of freedom on Europe, which is concerning. That is incredibly concerning, actually. That's fun. You can actually change who's allowed to join your faction. I feel like a lot of this is a lot more interesting if you're playing like a more modded game where factions are a lot more fluid. But since this is not that type of run, we don't get all the cool different options. Okay, so what are my choices here? So we could align, we could get there's Catholic as well as independent, not a major and allied to you. Unlock completing conversion new territory. Alliance with Lisbon. So we could maybe get an alliance with Portugal. Let's see. So Portugal is not in a faction, so maybe that's not the worst idea. Let's start getting ourselves somewhere on the political stage. Let's offer Portugal a helping hand. A hand of peace, one might say. Because I could join the Allies, but you might have noticed they're kind of not there anymore. At least they're not on mainland Europe. Okay, so we're going to take our brand new resources, and we're going to take our medium triple 3-man with a medium howitzer, convert this to an artillery spa with fuel drum, radio. I don't know what else people normally add on these things. Wet ammo storage is fine, and don't think I need piercing that much. Don't really need the breakthrough, so those aren't really needed. Maybe double fuel drum might have been okay, but it's okay. Reliability is really bad because it's a howitzer. That's fine. Crank the speed up. I think I want to do 8 minimum if I can. That's fine if I can't. And then we'll pivot this to a courtesy suspension if I wanted to make that faster. If I wanted to make this more reliable, I need to switch to a... Wow! That penalty on that electric engine is so bad. I don't think I've ever used petrol-electric engines in this game. Like, ever. I've never seen a reason to do so. I'm sure as hell not gonna start doing it now, but I look at it and I'm like, that's really funny. Okay, so I think this is fine. I think we'll... I think this is okay. 64% is probably acceptable. Yeah, that's fine. Start slamming a few of these bad boys out. It's gonna take some time, so we'll see how long it takes, but I want to at least get started on one of them. We do not have the steel. We need resources bad. It'd be nice if Britain would help us invade Libya, but I guess they don't really care about Libya. Fair enough. Let's see if this Benghazi's free. Oh my goodness. I was actually allowed to invade Benghazi without problems. Oh, okay. Well then, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Alright, well, I guess we'll start by just expanding out and then just go all the way to Tobruk. That's fine. What a run. This is a very odd run, I'll say that much. Oh, we're encountering our first set of enemies. Yeah, they're not gonna win. They kind of get run over very quickly. So we'll just try to surround them. Oh, actually, never mind. They reject any papal terms and citing the inviolability of the Portuguese sovereignty. Okay, so we can stage a coup in Portugal, which we're not going to do because I'm not that mean. Let's get these mountaineers down here. We're going to need them. And let's go... Maybe we have to improve the military. Let's do legislative struggle, because I think we have to start dealing with this bit of a problem. You might have noticed there's this whole mechanic about the papal seats, so we gotta probably deal with that soon. We actually just don't have, one, we don't have supply here, and two, there's not enough soldiers, so now we have more bodies that can kind of run around. So I'm gonna take all the desert tiles and let them kind of roam around a bit. And let's also cut these guys off. And then go back here, intercept that. Okay, that's not what I intended. It's happening again. My mistakes are costing me dearly. Come on. Okay, perfect. Now we've surrounded them. Deal with the desert conflict. And let's grab... Oh. Abolish secular schools and add only church schools. Oh, that's kind of hardcore. Let's do... Maybe economics might not be a bad idea as well. Gets us some factories and other things, and coal actually is more important. But anyways, I do understand, like, being... I can understand why you've been, like, frustrated if you were, like, an outcast for, like, the longest time. But at the same time, I like to think that maybe it's an opportunity to think about, like, ways to move forward. You shouldn't let the past shackle you. Because there was a point where I wasn't like a super outcast, but I definitely had, like, hobbies that other people thought weird, aka anime and stuff. And now, I mean, obviously nowadays it's a lot more acceptable among people to enjoy that type of content, but you just kind of have to move forward and just be like, well, if other people are enjoying it, you should keep enjoying it too, and maybe share that joy with other people. Because to be beholden to, you know, the past is just gonna drive you mad. I don't know. Maybe I'm not in a position to be giving advice like that, but I hope that at least helps you out a little bit. Let's quickly grab... I actually have so much political power. What do I need? Decisive battle specialist for naval experience, and then we'll grab air safety. These, I don't know why I would want a cavalry specialist, which is really weird. We'll take the submarine dude. These are all terrible. We'll switch to limited conscription to get a little bit more manpower. There we go. And then we're just gonna push straight onto Tripoli. Just like that. Just automate it. This thing's for me to do. The main issue is that that's the only port. So just gotta keep that in mind. Alright, let's quickly grab... Form the Papal Guard. Return the Holy Inquisition. I guess we'll have to go down this path so we can kind of do the next set of political options. Yeah, we have no choice. I wonder how well defended Tripoli is. I guess we'll find out in a second. I'm gonna assume it's very well defended. Nope, there's nothing there. They just let me have it. Okay. Well, I guess I own all of Tripoli now. Welcome to Papal Africa. I guess we're here on a diplomatic mission is a way to describe it. Okay, we definitely don't need that many troops anymore for now. Oh, I forgot to do this. I would like to do... Ooh, Cult of Heroism. I think the correct thing to do is we do bold attack with overwhelming firepower. Okay, what's the next do I have another operation? Nope. I really want to smack Yugoslavia, but I really don't want to have to deal with... Oh wait, they're not protected anymore. Ooh, perfect. I'm going to justify against you real quick. I can take Yugoslavia while they're not paying attention. Alright, we're going to move you down over here. And I'm going to hope this is going to be enough. I hope I'm not going to regret this. Makes feelings because you feel like I'm trying to avoid it on that into the old school fans. Don't change too much loss to the specials. The hardcore game will die of like popularity. That's kind of the balancing act that companies and people have to do, right? Finding that balance of like what their old audience wants and what the people nowadays wants. Because the thing is, a lot of times they do have to kind of appeal to the lowest common denominator of their audience. And it sucks. Like, I get it. But it's just the reality of things. And it's unfortunate when your favorite thing has to appeal to something that you don't care about, right? People always will complain. I mean, a lot of my favorite media franchises sometimes, like, I just don't pay attention to anymore because they are not... It's not the same. But you can still always at least reminisce on the good old days and enjoy that, right? That's always an option for you. That's always an option. Oh, we should probably go down the military tree, shouldn't we? Ooh, oh, gosh, this is a lot of days to grab that. Okay. Let's grab you, no-named lady, and we're gonna have you just land over here. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have to attack Tripoli, so I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna just shove him back up here. And maybe he can hold the line against the Germans, although it's very unlikely. It's better to have someone over there. Kindle a flame. Increase world tension. We are going to kindle the claim of zealotry. Of course, Star Wars Star Trek comics became popular and the fad dies just face obscurity. You're fishing soon, but you're gonna go rest. Alright, have a good night, Kahila. Rest well. Thanks for swinging by. We actually see, and I haven't been. I don't look at the YouTube stats real quick while I'm streaming, but I'm just gonna kind of curious where it's at right now. Huh. Okay. I'll just keep punching through this real fast. It is a very tough balance, though. Like, I don't disagree. Because, again, these companies have to make money. Your favorite media companies have to make money. Does it suck when they're not doing the same thing that they used to do? Yes, absolutely. I hope that they're not going to... They're not protected by anyone. I'm going to save the game real fast. I like these. I like this really big focus tree. This is a very interesting mod. Definitely one of my... I think it's definitely one of the bangers of recent memory. Maybe I should play that one My Little Pony mod again. That mod was something else. Oh, we need the military police. Oh, we're gonna need maintenance companies. Grab that real fast, and let's also get establish the Alpine Diocese. Annex Austria and Switzerland, which I don't think I really want. Congregation for Latin American Affairs. Okay. Join the Great War. Strike at Gaul. Revenge on the German barbarians. Contact with white exiles. And crusade against Bolshevism. That sounds way hardcore. We gotta do military shenanigans before we commit to that. I want to do one thing at a time. Let's improve the... Oh, have I been developing an air force? I have cast, but not fighters. That's bad. All right, 8 machine guns. And radio navigation. Yeah, 8 machine guns for this plane. Call it fighter ones. I don't really care. It just needs to be slammed out. We don't need that many tanks anymore. Put that on 3. Spain or Portugal did not want to join me, is all I'm gonna say. I tried to get them to join me. They were not terribly happy about that. Prepare friendly collaboration government. Yeah, just do this now. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Okay. Fighters do need some agility, yes. We're gonna have this guy keep infiltrating Yugoslavia. I want to make sure we maintain that 100%. So we're going to prepare a collab government. We're gonna attack them. Take a little bit of time to do that. And soon we will declare. Alright, so we can do... I think we're doing Fires of Gomorrah for superior firepower, which is a little extreme. Economics of the papacy will allow us to at least get some factories, which is probably the correct thing to do. These focuses are a little bit longer now. They're not the 7-day focuses that we had previously. Libya is rejecting our rule. What a shame. We have to deal with that soon. I would like to get the improved computing machine. Oh, we should start nuclear research, actually. In Rome, we are going to build a nuclear research facility right in the heart of the St. Peter's Basilica. It's not going to be built. Oh, why do I... Wait, where'd all my factories go? What do you mean I'm using 17 for national... What national projects? Wait, what? Where did all my... Where did it all go? Oh wait, I know. It's for the operation. That's right, because you have to make sure you have enough for the op. Because you're using 14 over 25 days. You let it run. Once it's ready, then you execute. You'll contact military officers, go to the ground, and basically figure out who your collab government is gonna be. So that's fine. I get it. Here's our 4th spy. We're gonna plant him right in the middle of Portugal. Let's integrate the Italian economy, which does literally nothing. Okay. Also, we do need to probably get a little bit of stability. It's not a big deal, though. Okay. Once that's ready... Much longer until war. This is a man who's ready to commit crimes in order to get people to be pleased with his rule. Germans aren't really preparing much, so... The main thing is, at this point, we're just waiting for Barbarossa to kick off. If Barbarossa kicks off, we can probably just help smack the Germans. Okay, so we're not going to declare yet until this operation's done. I believe my Casus Belli will last... Maybe it doesn't last long enough. Okay, I guess I just gotta commit. Multiple times without their defense being able to intercept. Okay, we're not doing that. I think we just commit. Alright, screw it. Attack. Hope this works. Hope they're not going to call in allies. They're not going to join the allies. If they join the allies, I'm screwed. I'm sorry. Apparently they are way stronger than I thought. Never mind. I'm seeing a lot of green. Yeah, okay, never mind. They're I don't think the Yugoslavians were really going to be able to defend against me. Oh right, I forgot. I do have spies in Yugoslavia, yes. Also, I forgot I have planes. Maybe having like multiple sacks of cast would probably help out a lot. Yeah, this might help out a little bit. Yes, you still need a CS to, or you still need a CB in order to declare war, because it's kind of a balancing mechanic in the game. So it's like, oh, you can't just run them over. Also, I should start. Okay, so recruit 1. I want more. What's my tank division called? Division Celere. Alright, I can get like 2 more of these. 3 more of these is fine. Still don't have any oil, by the way. I don't know how we're functioning, but we definitely don't have oil. We need more oil. I don't think the Yugoslavians have oil, do they? No, but they have a lot of aluminium. I think we'll start getting ready to declare on Albania. Yeah, Albania is not going to live. Sorry, Albania. You're unfortunately a victim of my desire for more land. Okay, they've actually managed to stall my advance because I guess I committed all the troops to one specific front. So that's a little unfortunate, but now that we're going to spread out again, we can just kind of keep pushing in. So we're just going to push into the border and maybe surround them. I don't know what Senegal is, but they capitulated. Move there. Push here. That should cut them off. Kind of. Let's see if we can win this war. I don't have many offensive troops, which is the biggest issue. Okay, so just keep pushing. We can run them over. Alright, perfect. Keep going. Zagreb has fallen. Take this one next. Okay, then push in here. I will micro this where I feel like I have to micro, which is not too much of this at least. We're gonna move one down here. Spread out like a plague of locusts, eating up every land we can get. Now they're being surrounded. Now we can just take this tile, and then this one should be fully encircled, and then they will just collapse. All right, run them over. Okay. Oh, I forgot about focuses. The Great Schism is now being dealt with. Okay. So we need to integration of fiat. Restore Italy's power systems. Let's get some electricity going. You ever get just like so stuck in a war that you completely forget about your focuses? Because that happens to me way too often. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we can... So we're going to try to increase support for the clergy rather than the orthodoxy. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how this pans out. I'm not actually sure how the Great Schism mechanic works in this. It seems to be like something unique to the mod. It seems like there's multiple focuses that we need to go through. Oh, Yugoslavia's at war with the Germans too. That's awkward. Because I'm at war with the Yugoslavians. What just happened? What the heck? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm fighting the Allies. Alright, well. Tripoli's gone. There's stuff called blessings? What do you mean blessings? What do they do? Oh no. I think this run's over. Oh no. Well, I wasn't expecting that. The only reason that they even bothered to assist is because Germany's like, I want Yugoslavia, and they're like, oh, now we have to be allies with Yugoslavia. If I was fast enough, then this wouldn't have happened, but it's too late now. So I think more or less we're dead. I don't think we're gonna survive this. They're already ripping through Tripoli or Libya, and I don't really want to protect that, and I don't think our navy's nearly strong enough to maybe do what it needs to do, survive, especially as we have no oil. And then people who are willing to sell us oil is the Soviet Union or Iran. Go buy it from the Soviets for now. Just buy a giant stack of it. Maybe we can win this quickly. Oh, okay, so it's like a boon, like an emergency boon type thing. God, I hate how this map looks. Good lord. The map gore as soon as the Germans join the war is just disgusting. It's fine, we'll make it work. Okay, next is we gotta deal with the schism stuff. Let's do this one. Okay. Well, at least I learned how this mod works. It's definitely an interesting mod. It's just a little wacky, tacky shenanigans. But yeah, I am at war with the British, and there is no way we're gonna survive fighting the Brits. At all. Like, they have Malta, obviously. And they're just calling in every single person that they have. Greece is now part of the Allies. I did not want to join Hitler, but I guess I have no choice. I'm being forced into the... I'm being railroaded. I'm being railroaded into a plot I did not want to join. Yeah, that sucks. You can change your ruling party. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can just immediately flip as, like, instantly, instead of having to, like, go through, like, a civil war type process. I did not think taking Yugoslavia was going to be this difficult. It should not have been this difficult. Sarajevo, they should fall soon, right? Oh my god, yeah, I have no supply here. I have no supply because essentially with them taking over... Oh my gosh, I just leave my faction and just join their faction. I can't leave my faction, can I? Oh, I can't leave my faction. I'm stuck. So this sucks because I can't use their railways for my supply. Even though I should be allowed to, but because they, like, I don't know what happened, but I had this territory, but I guess as soon as the war kicked off, the game immediately gave it to Croatia for some reason. And I just don't understand. Okay, I want this real fast. Okay, well, this is ugly and this looks terrible. It shouldn't look like this, but apparently it is. All right, well, I think this run is just kind of coked up and kind of screwed. Yeah, I don't know why this ended up becoming an independent country instead of my own. It's very odd. I blame Germany for joining in this conflict when they should have just left me alone and let me do my thing, but I am now being punished for their own incompetence. Because I think if I've taken them, Germany probably would have declared war on Hungary, and then I could have declared war on Hungary and they would have been fine. Or I could just prepare Fortress Europe, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Well, HOI4 is a weird game, I'll say that much. Not sure what I can do at this point. I guess they're not attacking. I guess I could maybe send some troops down to Tripoli real fast if I'm very quick. Let's see. Maybe these guys are quick enough to get over there. I don't think they are, though. I need them to quickly rail transit, and then I'm going to have them see if we can get a Tripoli. All right, let's see. Maybe they'll just get sunk on the way there. We'll find out in a second. Alternatively, they hold Tripoli down, and I will win the Africa War. So I'm just holding against Britain here. Oh, yep. You can see my ships are being attacked, and I lost nothing. Okay. Here's the Africa commander. I don't know. Put him over here. Drop a few more over there is fine. Wherever I got sitting around. Since I don't think I'm going to be fighting against Germany, we'll just drop everything here. And I guess they'll just get ready to strike back at the Brits? Question mark? And then let's move these three over here. Why did that not move all of them? Alright, there's the Great British War. I could attack Albania, but then I have to move through the... yeah, give me military access. Alright. We'll do like one last invasion. I don't think Albania's gonna survive. Yeah. We'll do one last invasion, and then we gotta deal with... I think that'll probably be a good stopping point, most likely. Fires of Gomorrah. My entire strategy is just how many heavy weapons can I apply? Yeah, because I'm already... Well, actually, hold on. I could probably choke the Brits out. They don't have much going on. I have more troops than they do. Oh, look at this. Look at this easy encirclement. They didn't even pay attention. And now they're encircled. Now they will die. Lock them down. All right. Go down here. Push him back. Easy enough. Oh, yeah. The Brits are sending more troops to maybe liberate their dying comrades. I think it'll be a little too late for them. They may have tanks, but I have grit. All right, let's declare. Screw it. All right, commit. That's so fucking stupid. I can't move in through the German territory because I'm not in a faction with them. This is why you need to be in a faction, I guess. I don't want to be in a faction with Germany, but the game is like, now you're being punished for your mistakes. These are not really anything I want. It's not even just unstable, it's just a disaster of a map. Well, it was still interesting. Like, I think this mod is really cool. I definitely wouldn't mind playing the mod again and just trying out like what other weird shenanigans you can get up to in it. But it's a little rough. Yeah, I will I'll send you something, and then I will maybe next week I'll give it a shot if it looks playable in a good enough state, and we'll see how it pans out. I'll definitely try it on my own first before I stream anything. All right. What time is it? All right. However, it is late, and I think this run has kind of reached its logical conclusion of literally no conclusion because it's just a disaster. So we're gonna get ready to go to bed. Let's go raid into who's alive at this hour. That person is just wagging their tail on stream. Sure, we'll raid Isin. I don't know when I raided Isin last. Oh yeah, look at that. It's over. We got invaded by Italy. I didn't pay by the UK. I didn't pay attention. All right, comrades. Hopefully you enjoyed HOI4. We'll do some other things. I think we might do some Star Sector next week. And we'll do Necrograd next week. So next week, double RimWorld stream as we begin Necrograd, which means this weekend I have to basically look through the workshop and figure out my mod list. I'm going to go to the dentist tomorrow and hopefully see if my teeth are that bad. And then next week, Friday, I'm going to be a zombie as I get put under and have all 4 of my teeth ripped out, and that'll be fun. Good night. I'm gonna go play League of Legends or Ball Pit or something else. Maybe I should play 14 like a normal person. I will go rest. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday, comrades. Good night. Say hi to Issen. Bye bye. Okay, fine. I'll work on Dawn Trail then. Okay, good night.